and Run Radio.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life, days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half, simple luxury for on and off the course.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap? People come to us because we don't sell them on internet. They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man? World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of duty.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it. I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the booth.
It's TalkSports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be, so it is. So it is.
It's a Tennessee thing!
Well, I'm holding on.
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. John Reed, Cody McClure, Sam Beard, Bubba, Bad News Bubba. It is a chilly Tuesday morning, October 21st. Another doubleheader in the NFL, an electric Game 7 in Major League Baseball. The NBA starts tonight, and we are on Tony Vitello watch. Cody, how are you this morning?
Oh, pretty good, John, I guess. Good to be here. Good to be anywhere. Although my family dog died.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, but feel bad for Ma because she found the dog laying in the road.
Had he gotten hit?
It was a girl.
Had she gotten hit?
Well, she was laying in the road flat, so.
Well, I didn't know she was flat.
Yeah, so I think there's a good likelihood that it was, probably a car that got her.
I see that she gets your athletic ability.
It's not funny, but it's actually very sad. So, anyway.
How old was she?
A number of years. I don't really know.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't really care about the dog.
I do.
You come in here laughing at your mom's pain. I hope she's
I was laughing at your question.
I hope she's not up listening.
I was laughing at your question.
No,
it's not funny that the dog died.
Dog.
It's funny that I said she's laying in the road and you said, did she get hit by a car? No, she just likes laying there, That was the funny part. Not obviously that the dog
I hope
died.
your mom's not listening. Do you make jokes about her dog?
I'm not making jokes about the dog. I'm very sad about the dog.
Clearly.
That's what I said.
Yeah, clearly.
Well, I laugh through my pain.
Yeah.
That's what I do. We all have our own ways of.
And I hope your mom's not listening
adjusting.
to you sit here and giggle about her dog.
Well, I think she would appreciate, the joke, the opportunity for the joke.
Sorry about your dog.
It is sad, though.
Cody's mom.
She's such a sweet dog, Some of them are so sweet. Some of them are, that dog got hit. Okay, whatever.
What's the joke in all this?
Jesus, Bubba. I said the dog was laying in the road, right? And John goes, did it get hit by a car? Is that not funny in itself?
No, that's
why would it be?
Given the
Bubba,
circumstances and
this is why they
implications?
sent him home. This is why they sent him home.
Yeah. Bubba, why would the dog be laying in the road if it hadn't gotten hit?
You got two options.
There's humor in that if you look at it from that angle. It's
a little abstract. Okay.
Yeah, no, the dog just likes to lay there in the highway. It's her favorite spot to hang out, right on the center, the double yellow line.
Well, you didn't go into full details. It was a full highway with double lines.
But that's why it made me laugh, because I was thinking about you asking the premise of the whole thing. And it's not funny that the dog died. It's very sad. I think we're in agreement there.
I think Bubba, Sam, and I think it's really sad.
It is sad.
It's to be determined on whether or not you think it's sad.
I still see her sweet face. I've been seeing it for the last 8 hours since Mom told me about this, or 12 hours, whenever it was. She was a good pup.
R.I.P.
A great watchdog of the house. She barked at everything you could imagine. Squirrels, air, one of those type of dogs. Really just went in aggressively on the barking at times when there wasn't even anything there. It didn't seem. Maybe a bird. But anyway. Well, my other family dog died like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had 2 dogs. Now they're down to no dogs. So you got to get a dog, I guess, at some point. I don't know how long you wait after the burial of this one. I'd say you give her a good, couple weeks, right? Just before you get a new dog.
Sam, you good over there?
Yeah, I was having a good morning until Cody dropped that on us.
Yeah, weird place to start the day.
There was like a nice sunrise this morning. I was driving into work feeling like, nice day out. Here we go.
Nice.
Start of fall, and then...
Yeah, that's what my family dog thought, too, yesterday.
Yeah.
Turns out it was the sunset of her life.
No, I'm not making jokes. I don't think it's funny.
Well, Sam's laughing now, which I don't think is appropriate.
I just really hope your mom's not listening. That poor woman grieving while you sit here and just take a stick and poke her dead dog.
Good game 7, though.
Yeah. I felt a little robbed. I felt a little robbed at the end. I wanted a Mariner to get on base. I was wanting to see a Cal Raleigh in the 9th situation with the season on the line. That's baseball for you, though.
No American winner now.
Well, the Dodgers are in America. You could say not like a fan favorite.
It's Canada versus Japan.
Yeah, well, might be some truth to that, I guess. Shout out to George Springer, though. That guy's nails.
That was electric. Something about like postseason home runs in Toronto just look way cooler.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's just Toronto. Now I know it's you're talking about, was it Encarnacion or not Encarnacion? Batista. Yeah, I get those guys mixed up sometimes.
Why do you get them mixed up?
Encarnacion played for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, it's because they were both just big time home run hitters during that era.
A lot of similarities.
No, not really. They don't look alike or anything. It's just one was 5-hole hitter. The other was, I think, a 3-hole hitter, and they just both hit a bunch of home runs. But I don't know if Toronto takes it up a level. The Dome is pretty cool, but they just had two iconic ones, just two iconic ones, and last night's George Springer bomb. I thought we were past that in baseball, where you held your closer. I don't know why. It's just me parachuting in, pretending like I'm a baseball expert, just after really watching 3 innings of the whole series. But felt like you go to your closer in that situation. I know that's easy to say with George Springer, knowing that he hit the 3-run home run. But I don't think you're going to have a bigger moment than runners on second and third up 2 in the 7th inning. I feel like that was as big of a high leverage situation as you were going to have. I think that's when you go to your closer, put him out there and say, hey, put out the fire. Instead, they trotted out some relief pitcher that, was middle of the road.
Got through a meatball.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm going down, I'm going down with my best pitcher there, I guess is my critique. Now, again, I know it's easy to say after knowing that the guy hit a 3-run home run, but I thought we'd gotten past that in baseball, where it wasn't hey, the closer has to be the 9th inning. Throw him out there in 7th, let him get a couple outs. But that was electric. The Monday Night Football games were not. They were both stinky. Jahmyr Gibbs was electric. Amon-Ra St. Brown looked like he was going to be electric at the beginning, and then he settled in and had just a solid game, nothing historic. But Gibbs looked awesome. Baker looked human. Patrick Mahomes looks like the MVP. It's kind of my takeaway from Monday Night Football last night. The Texans stink. CJ Stroud. Oof, boy. He went from special to, I'm not sure if he's the guy pretty quickly. Bubba, you good? Did you have a good night?
It was a night. I went for a little late night walk for the first time.
Okay. How was that?
Kind of spooky, honestly.
How late we talking?
I mean, from 7:30 to about 9:15 or so.
Okay.
So kind of as the sun was setting, which wasn't so bad at first, but then at about halfway through, it's ooh.
I think I consider that just an evening, I guess an evening into night.
I mean, in the summertime, it would be because of the sun, but I think now with how it sets at 7 o'clock on the dot.
No offense to you, Bubba. When you said late night, I was like, oh, guys out rolling the streets at 12:30, 1 a.m. Just
that's up next on the docket.
Be careful.
No, yeah, there's a lot of nefarious things happening.
Be careful.
Where
I don't want you out there on the streets.
A little spooky vibes.
Don't be out there during October that late, Bubba. Bad things happen.
I saw a cougar in the woods.
How old was she?
This was a cat. This was a big.
Yeah, she was
a big cat. I mean, with the shoulder muscles. I'm telling you, I was walking in. I was walking in to for the night, and it had gotten dark. And I looked over at the tree line, and I saw the biggest cat I've ever seen. And it wasn't. I was like, "What the hell is that?" It wasn't a dog. It wasn't like a coyote. You could see those shoulder muscles, those big traps. Those cats they work out at Gold's Gym. And best I could tell is it was a cougar. I don't know how many of those we have in East Tennessee, or if they call them a mountain lion, or if it's a different kind of cat. But it's the biggest cat I've ever seen.
Let's say Knoxville's got the second most single individuals living here.
It was very clearly a cat.
Hell yeah, brother.
Could you hear it meowing?
No, it didn't make any noise. I was just trying to get inside. I was like, if that thing runs after me, it might be over.
For you or for the cat?
For me. I don't think I could have taken it. Maybe it was just an optical illusion, but it looked like a damn African lion is what it looked like.
Yeah,
and I know it wasn't.
I'm going to say it wasn't, although there was that one time here a handful of years ago that we had a lion out, right? Or a tiger was out in Knoxville.
Yeah, got out of the zoo.
Yeah. People were like, no, come on. You hadn't seen a lion in the woods. And I was like, yeah, actually kind of did.
Yeah, it got out of the zoo and ate that poor Indian boy.
You should put some treats out for it.
Like just steaks? They just put a big bowl of steaks out there?
I don't think it's like Madagascar. I don't think you're just tossing them ribeyes.
I think they'd like that.
I'm sure they eat it.
Yeah.
I think you could go with something a little more economical.
Like my dead dog.
Your poor mother. Come back. We'll hit Tony Vitello. We got Tony Vitello update. We're on Tony Vitello Watch. We'll dive into it. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues. Every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
We're on Tony Vitello Watch as we try to figure out, will he stay, will he go? And I got to say that last night, it seems like we've officially hit a tipping point where the pitchforks got out. And that at least online, Danny White is now in the crosshairs if Tony Vitello leaves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be a scene on the Vol X if Tony goes. Kavaris Tears tweeted out a gif of Tony.
Yeah.
3 a.m.
I don't know what that means. So you had him tweet that out. You had Jared Dickey teasing that there's more behind the scenes with Danny White in baseball than you would ever know.
And then deleting it.
I woke up to bad news that a group text has been sent out that a deal's in place for Tony to go to San Francisco. That former players have been notified that a deal's in place and that he's going. but you still hope until you get, it was a yo-yo last night, even with the VolQuest chat, where at first, the mood was kind of somber, and then Austin Price is like, actually, I'm leaning now towards Vitello staying, and everybody freaks out like, yes, Austin knows something. He wouldn't say that without having a good source on it, and then Austin has to come back and basically just be like, actually, no. I'm just telling you it's just the feeling, guy. It's not me hearing anything, guys. Like, relax. Don't run to Twitter and tell everybody I'm saying he's staying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just telling you that I got a feeling he maybe stays. So we're all kind of chasing things now and chasing feelings and vibes and waiting on an update.
What's the deal with the group text? It was a leak?
Nah, it's just there's a group chat of former players, and I mean, I guess it's a leak if I know about it, and I'm not a former player, but like,
clearly,
I got friends, I got connections, and it just said that the deal's in place, that Vitello had a deal in place to leave, that it was finalized.
Well, that's not good.
That's the first thing I saw this morning when I woke up at about 6:30 a.m. So, like, I don't even really have time to like process it. We're just talking with like friends on the radio.
Sure. That's not good to hear. I mean, that's
but Caveras Tears, tweeted that out after that. I would imagine it would be. So
did you see the text, or just you got the information that there was a text?
Are you wanting to see the text?
Well, yeah. I mean,
You're
I'm
not
just
allowed to
curious.
See it. You're not allowed to see it.
Okay.
Can I see it?
No. I might get in trouble for even talking about it.
Well, it's pertinent information. I mean, it's very important to know whether or not Tony's leaving us.
Now, the words of finalized, a deal finalized, like, it doesn't necessarily mean he's gone. It could just mean like, hey, they finally have come to an understanding of what the deal would look like.
Deal's on the table.
Like the deal's hammered out. Like the buyout, everything, money, everything, it's finalized. Now it just comes down to whether or not you want it. Like that's still a possibility. So like I'm stopping short of saying like I'm reporting Tony's gone. I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you I woke up to a text.
I think it's saddening me more now than it did when I first heard it. I think
you kind of laughed about it and wanted it to happen when it first came out. You just wanted a little excitement.
No, I didn't.
During the bye week, you're like, it'd be kind of cool, be exciting around here.
No, it's not what I said. I'm talking about Saturday when I first heard that, like, because we kind of took it as Saturday at first. It's like, oh, well, he's gone, and at that point I was just like, well, whatever, baseball, that was fun. We won a natty, whatever. But now I'm kind of like, I don't want Tony to leave. I'll be pretty upset if Tony leaves because now I'm like, well, what do we do with that springtime? You go from being relevant in baseball to not even caring about it again.
Now, see, I think that's extreme. I think that's extreme.
Is it? I don't know. I mean,
now maybe not for you, maybe not for everybody, but like I think a lot of people will give the baseball program a chance in the next couple of years. If Vitello were to leave and it's Josh Elander getting his chance as the head coach, like I think you'll have the fan base rally behind him and support him and still support the boys.
Well, I'm worried it could crater the entire athletic department. Because I'm afraid these people are going to get redneck mad online and try to run Danny out of town. And, I think that's not the right idea. That's not the thing to do, is it? To run Danny White out of town? You got the best athletic director in the country.
Yeah, see, that is going to be the interesting part of the fallout. And it was kind of wild to see that's where we got last night. Sam, do you feel that way about Danny? Bubba, do you feel that way about Danny?
I mean, I think, you can look at it two ways. I do think that maybe some of the common fan experience stuff has been priced out a little bit, but at the same time, he's a good businessman. And, in today's day and age of college athletics, unfortunately, kind of the business takes the cake a little bit in some of these things, and I think you do have to kind of sacrifice some of that if you want to compete at the highest level in as many sports that we're trying to compete in. And it seems like the kind of the holdup now is maybe you got to the mountaintop in one of those sports in baseball, and now you're trying to maybe parse out some some money into some different places to try and be able to kind of spread the wealth a little bit.
Regarding Tony Vitello, I'm kind of don't side with Tennessee fans, and I take Cody's original stance. I want Tony Vitello to take the San Francisco Giants job.
You want him to go there?
I do, because one, it's an opportunity for him to continue to learn and develop and grow as a coach. That's always respectable in my opinion. That's also at the top of the highest level of sport that you are in. For Tennessee, what else do we want from the guy? He has left this place so much better than what he's found it in. He came in here, he ripped up the floors, put down hardwood floors, and retiled the bathroom. Got us a national championship, improved our facilities, top 5 classes. Now we're looked at as a program that has, gained respect all across, whether or not we wanted respect, we just wanted to win. And then the Giants is just like such a storied program too. A lot of great players, location-wise. If you want to jokingly say, become the Freddie Mercury of, baseball, let him go for that.
But that all begins and ends with him, though. All that success and everything you talk about, like if he leaves, that's irrelevant, isn't it?
I don't think you can
we
call
still
it
have
irrelevant
a
until we
natty
see what
in the trophy case. We still have our $1 million plus facilities and batting cages and concourse experience.
Yeah, but I think the reason people would be sad is because it still feels like he's still building. He's still building it. Like the recruiting is at a level that's been pretty phenomenal, and you kind of expect more championships now.
I would be sad strictly because of Tony Vitello, the character, the person, the sounds cheesy, but like the Vol, the Knoxvillian. Like I think he has really embraced the culture. Like he's a good representation. He is cool. Like we've talked about him being the big guy on campus. He's kind of the public face of Tennessee in a lot of ways, or at least, he's one of those guys. I would be sad in that regard. I don't think the team would necessarily fall apart immediately. Like I think you would have a chance to keep the train rolling if you're Elander. Now, look, I do think a lot of people have given him, Elander, credit for being maybe a better baseball mind and also being one of the better recruiters, or being being our ace recruiter, being a big part of that success. Now, I still maintain that becomes a lot easier when you're recruiting people to play for Tony. Like I do think, like Elander getting guys to come play for him, I think he can still do it at a high level, but I don't know if he can do it at the same level we've been doing it at.
Well, yeah, this Elander guy, I hear good things about him, but he's not Tony.
He's not. He's
Tony's
not Tony.
the king of town.
No, he's not Tony, and I'm not trying to make it sound like Tony. I'm just saying I don't think baseball falls apart and goes back to a doormat without him, is all I'm saying. Like, I still think you would be a top 20 program. I still think you would be in the mix for regionals and super regionals and all that. You just, A, wouldn't be the face of the sport, and B, wouldn't have Tony Vitello, and B, championship or bust, Omaha or bust. I think that's how my expectations change.
That's also under the assumption that Elander gets the job, and that Danny doesn't want to bring in his own guy and put his stamp on it.
I would imagine that Danny, A, wouldn't think that he is like a baseball expert that has a Rolodex that he could easily call and get in October, past hiring season. And B, I think if there was ever a program to try to keep rolling with guys who, because Elander has been like a coaching candidate at other places, like he is a respected guy. Like I think if there was ever a time just to be like, hey, keep it going, like it would be this situation. So I would be shocked. Like I think Danny would lose a lot of people if he tried to go and completely change things.
Well, he's going to lose a lot of people anyway because Danny's not likable and Tony is beloved.
He's going to lose people online. He's going to lose a handful. Like he's going to lose a group of people online. I don't know if I would consider that a lot when you look at like the Tennessee fan base. Is he losing you?
No, he's not losing me.
He's not losing Sam. He's not losing me. Bubba, would he lose you?
I'm grateful for Danny White personally. The athletic
I mean,
department's in the best shape it's ever been.
I wouldn't really say he lost me. He lost me a long time ago. So
Okay, so
he'd have to
you're
refine me.
already out on Danny. What Danny do to you?
I
Raise
just
the ticket prices.
yeah.
Fix the
You know, I don't
Wi-Fi.
like spending over $200 to see Tennessee play ETSU.
Yeah, I think that's just because the team's good.
Yeah, I think that's the problem too.
Yeah, I think you're pining for 6 and 6 days when you could just get in there and watch the game. I think being good.
Yeah, but look, perception matters.
Oh, it does.
And Danny is not likable. Tony's beloved. People are going to blame it squarely on Danny White.
I don't think that's going to be the majority of our fan base. I think this is a Twitter echo chamber that I don't know like how much it actually like reaches like people like my mom and people.
You don't think people on Facebook are going to be
I don't know.
Danny on this thing?
I don't know because like I don't think it's necessarily rational. Now I know that hasn't stopped people before, but like I don't think Tony's leaving us for a lateral job. I don't think he would be leaving us to go to a different college. Like I think he'd be leaving us to go and make history. You know what I mean? Like he'd be going to be the only coach in history that has gone from college straight to the pros. That doesn't happen. College coaches don't get to cut the line. Usually it's like, hey, former major league player or guys worked in the minors, guys worked on a bench for 20 years, finally gets a chance. This is kind of unprecedented.
Yeah, it would be.
So
the
like
first guy ever.
So like I don't know how much I would blame Danny White for Tony Vitello wanting one of the 10 biggest jobs in Major League Baseball. And like they did play. Most Major League managers don't make a lot of money. Like I think I was looking yesterday, and this numbers was accurate as of 2024. So give or take a couple managers, maybe some things changed, but only 12 guys in baseball made more than $1.6 million in Major League Baseball. So the vast majority of franchises aren't breaking the bank. However, the San Francisco Giants were one of those who were paying their last manager $4 million. So like I don't know if that's the starting rate for Tony Vitello, but like they're a franchise that is a have. They spend money. They tried to sign Aaron Judge a couple years ago. They are one of the top paying franchises when it comes to managers. So it's a job where you can actually go and try to compete. Now you're going to get dwarfed by the Dodgers, like Sam pointed out yesterday, and I thought that was a really good point. Like it seems like you're kind of setting yourself up just to go head to head with Saban every year when you kind of look at the spending difference. But at the same time, it's one of 30 jobs, and it's really one of like 10 jobs when you look at the franchises in baseball that matter. I don't know what Danny White can do to make him stay. Ultimately, to me, it's kind of impressive I'm taking a little pride and maybe a moral victory that it's even a debate, that we've even got to, day 4 of this or, whatever, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, day 4 of this, where Tony's like, actually, no, I'm not 100% going just yet.
Well, the thought was, maybe the longer it drags out, the better you feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're still there.
I don't know if we are either. Like the timeline that baseball writers gave was 24 to 72 hours. So like we're kind of, today is kind of that 72nd hour, if you will. The league championship series is over. We got a week to wait until the World Series starts.
Starts on Friday.
Okay, so yeah, we basically got this week to wait until the World Series starts. If you were a baseball franchise wanting to get a little buzz and stay in the news and have baseball still be in the news, like you'd make the announcement like today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe if it doesn't happen today, maybe it fell through is my hope.
I had, switched back to, 55 staying last night when I went to bed. The news of that text maybe knocks me back down to like 40.
Yeah.
Because, again, I just want to reiterate, I don't think the text is a final blow. Like, I think if the text was from Vitello, like if it was Vitello telling the players he's taking, the deal's finalized, I think that's completely different. But that's not what it was. It was, an agent kind of relaying some stuff. But like, again, all it did was move me to 40.
Was it Tony's agent?
No.
Well, Jimmy Sexton, right?
This Jimmy Sexton guy.
That's who represents Tony. So.
This Jimmy Sexton guy. I thought it was very poor taste of Lane Kiffin to have him on the sideline on Saturday during his, contract courting as Florida's, beating down the door for him. I thought it was very in poor taste to have Jimmy Sexton there walking out with Lane. Lane basically saying, yeah, you're going to have to break the bank for me either way, like Ole Miss or Florida. Somebody's going to have to pay me. I thought that was poor taste. I don't know if I like this Jimmy Sexton guy. And now after what he's doing with Tony Vitello, I don't think I like him at all.
I mean, he's been a weasel ever since we first found out about him.
He's a damn Vol.
Some years ago.
He's on my hated list, man. Like, I think number one is like Feinbaum. After what Feinbaum pulled on Saturday, did you guys see his quote on they're doing the third Saturday in October, and Roman Harper's up there doing a whole I hate Alabama or I hate Tennessee thing, blah blah blah, and then Feinbaum's like, I always say I went to Tennessee because I didn't get into my first choice Alabama. They told me no. I was like, oh, this son of a gun, like go to hell.
Couldn't get into Alabama, huh?
So Feinbaum, number one. I don't like him. Everything Todd McShay said about him being a weasel and a punk was accurate. But this damn Jimmy Sexton, he might be number two on the list. And for some people, Danny White might be ahead of both of them. Let us know what you think in the chats. We'll continue the conversation on the other side. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
Back in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the lights, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. Shout out to them for their support, as well as Cherokee Distributing locally. Over on the chat, Freaky Frankfurter writes in F. Danny White. Okay, well, I appreciate him censoring himself.
So that you didn't have to read that word on air.
I know, I appreciate that. Let's keep the chat PG-13. R. Bilb 12 says his pitchfork is out for Danny if he lets Tony leave. We're an everything school only because of the baseball, basketball, and softball coaches that the prior ADs hired.
Well, I mean,
BV argues back saying the Giants can double his salary and it's the damn big leagues. How can Danny compete? Which I think that's kind of where I'm at, is that I don't think there's much Tennessee can do here if Tony wants to go. Now, look, the doubling the salary, it is important to put the caveat in of like, yeah, it's doubling your salary in California.
Yeah.
With California taxes and California cost of living. So, like, I don't know how much more money it actually is. If it's just $4 million, let's just call it $4 million compared to the $2 million he was making here. Like, I don't know how much more actual money that ends up being. I think it's more about the honor of being the Giants manager and being the first college coach to get this call. I think that is at play much more than the money.
That cost of living is a real thing too. It's it's everything from a damn cheeseburger to a haircut out there. You know, you think you're going to a Great Clips to get your hair cut, and it's, you know, the same price everywhere, right? Like it's a national chain, a Great Clips haircut. I mean, it's $18 in Tennessee. Surely it'd be $18 out here too. No, the Great Clips in California, it's like $35 damn dollars. It's everything. The cost of living, the gas is insane. I mean, of course, everybody knows about the taxes. The damn gas, first time Tony gets his big rig out there and fills that gas tank up, he's going to be having some regrets.
It is funny, but like I do feel like you wouldn't even really consider yourself wealthy at $4 million a year. Like, you're well off, don't get me wrong, but like I do think you'd feel a lot richer here.
Oh, for sure.
With your $2 million and already kind of having a house and everything versus like $4 million in San Francisco.
I mean, you're living comfortably at $4 million a year.
Yeah,
but
again, I'm not crying poor for him, but like you're in a place with a lot of money and you're very low on the list.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and that area specifically is even more expensive than, say, L.A. or like the Bay Area. That's the most expensive place in the country, more so than New York City.
And again, I'm not crying poor for him. Like he'll be fine. He'll be well compensated. He'll be fine. But like, I just don't think this is a money play in the grand scheme of things. Do you think Tony's been telling this to us the whole time that he has Major League Baseball aspirations? Like, because I do say like all the draft coverage feels a little bit different now. Like him being on, the MLB Network and hanging out with Harold Reynolds and like doing all the stuff with baseball, Major League Baseball around the draft and everything, and the battle at Bristol or whatever the baseball version was of that. Like, do you think that was him telling us like, hey, I like these Major League Baseball circles?
Well, I always thought that if he left us, that's what it would be for.
Yeah.
You know, people were worried about Arkansas and LSU when Mississippi State, when that job came open even, and I was like, Tony ain't leaving Tennessee for another SEC job, not after what he's built here. I always thought if he left, it would be a major league job. I worried about the Cardinals because that's where he grew up. You know, he was a Cardinals fan. And I always thought if he had that opportunity that maybe he would leave us for the St. Louis job. But, I mean, I get it. I just hope it's spun in a way, you know, if he does leave. Like, I would like to see Tony say something, which you're probably not going to get that, but
You'll get it if he leaves. Like you'll get him. He'll put out a statement like Tony's going to handle this with class. He's not going to turn his back on Knoxville. Like
no, but like I'm talking about from the Danny White standpoint.
He's just going. Well, I mean, whether or not you believe it, the statement will be something like, "This is a dream opportunity I couldn't pass up." Like,
yeah,
is essentially what he'll say. He'll come out and he won't burn bridges, and he'll still be, you know, the very affable, personable Tony that knows how to handle everybody. Like Tony's not going to burn this down on the way out because assumingly he's going to leave behind his players and his coaches. Like he's going to want this to stay healthy. And Bubba talked about building the legacy and turning it into winners and everything. Like what happens to Tennessee baseball after Tony Vitello leaves, if he does still impact his legacy.
Yeah.
And his standing in the community.
And I mean, I'm fine with it if he does, if that's just what he wants to do. Like he's given us everything we could ever dream of, you know, like I don't think anybody will be holding anything against Tony, but I think people will be looking for somebody to blame.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know,
that's already happened to some.
Yeah. And I just, that negativity, you know, I mean, I hate to see that as Danny White will be the scapegoat, whether or not he can control it or not, whether there's anything he can do about it or not. And it may be as simple as he can't. You know, I mean, I think we should maybe keep that in mind. It's like maybe this is just what Tony wants to do, and it's as simple as that. I mean,
and I guess we've been saying 2 million, but I think it's 3 million Tony makes here, according to Andy in the chat. I said 2 million. Yeah, it's kind of wild how quickly that ballooned up to 3 million. But so yeah, it's even less of a like huge increase in salary.
I mean, Danny White made him the highest paid coach in baseball, right?
I think
in
Jay
college.
Johnson at LSU got like a couple $1,000s more than him after the second.
I think
national
Jay Johnson
championship.
makes like 3.2.
But at the time, right?
Yeah.
Was it Tony?
Yeah. And I don't think Tony had a problem with Jay Johnson, who's, you know, won 2 national championships in 3 years. I don't think that's like disrespectful to Tony to be behind him.
I mean, we're building him the new stadium. It's not, you know, now I think Tony's a little maybe miffed by the fact that it's taken so long and kind of got put on the back burner there for a bit, and you know, maybe wasn't made the highest priority it should have been. But they are building the $100 million stadium. So, like, I just don't feel like I don't know. I don't want to sound like a Danny White sheep, but I don't think, you know, being unappreciative of him and trying to run him out of town is the move. That's just how I feel about it. Because I think it may be as simple as Tony just sees this as a huge opportunity, and he's
well. I think Evan. I think what you're saying is right. I think what you're saying is right. That's kind of how I feel. But also, I think what Evan is saying in the chat is right. Danny White is a great AD most of the time, but he sucks at personal relationships and does not care to burn bridges. This is mostly on him. Like, I do think there's something to the idea that Danny White isn't one of us, is how he feels. Like he does feel like, and what I mean by that is like that he is just here as a cold, calculated businessman that like thinks, the way I would describe it, so the way I kind of feel is that Danny White probably cares about Tennessee here, and then Danny White here, a good step above it. Like I think Danny White's in business ultimately for Danny White.
Well, that's fine, but we had one of us, if you remember, before Danny White, and it didn't go very well. The athletic department was not in very good shape when we had one of us running it.
No, yeah, sure, and I like Danny White. I like Danny White. I've got no issue with it. I'm just saying, I think Danny rubs people the wrong way.
Well, he's unlikable.
Well, he also is doing the tough stuff when it comes to money. Like he is here to make money for the university. He is here to make money for the athletic department. And look, I do think the job is completely different in 2025 than it was in 2021. I do think the budget and the money, there has to be more of it because you've got all these promises made to coaches at high salaries, but now you got all these promises made to players, and you gotta make sure everybody's getting their cut. You gotta be fundraising. You still gotta have these projects done. You still gotta have this construction done. So like, it sucks that Danny has to milk everybody and do all this stuff, but he does kind of have to do that in this day and age just because it's expensive to compete. You have to be able to go out and raise money. You got to be able to go out and do all this stuff.
Well, Danny's he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't, because like he's just, people are not going to like him. And maybe he's okay with that. Maybe he's a professional and he understands the job and like he doesn't care that everybody's going to have their pitchforks out. They'll get over it. But I don't know how else you keep all these programs healthy without soliciting that money. You know what I mean? Like you have to have the money.
I wrote about it on fanrunradio.com last year, just about the kind of the cost of the everything school. So like, I mean, if you've listened to me and Cody, if you've read the work, like we've saw this coming a year ago, right? In terms of, it's hard to be an everything school in this climate. And I think you're already kind of seeing that affect Tennessee, right? With the reported money getting moved around between the Lady Vol basketball team and the Tennessee baseball team. Like, you got to keep football funded. You got to keep football funded. Hey, the basketball team's really good too. You got to have some money for Nate Ament. But like, it's tough. And Arkansas baseball apparently is the only team in the SEC that looked and said, actually, we don't really give a damn about women's basketball. We tried to hire Jimmy Dykes that one time and make a splash, and that was a disaster. We actually don't care about it. We care about baseball way more.
Well, and some schools are just making that decision. I mean, they're doing what they got to do and cutting certain sports that it just we're trying to keep everything good, and that's a lot of mouths to feed.
It's tough.
I just worry that Tony leaves and then Danny White gets soured. Then Rick Barnes suddenly decides he's retiring. And, we're not that far off from this thing going back to just not being great anymore.
Oh, sure.
Heupel goes 8-4. The pitchforks come out for him. I mean, we're not that far off. Like, we've had so much success the last, 5 years, you'd call it. We've been so good in so many sports, but you don't hang on to that forever.
No, you don't. And like, we knew there was a finite amount of time you had left with Rick Barnes just on age, right? Like just on him being the elder statesman. You knew he wasn't going to do that forever. And life after Barnes at Tennessee, we don't know what it'll look like. You thought you had more time with Josh Heupel and Tony Vitello. You might not have more time with Tony Vitello.
We'll see about Josh.
We'll see about Josh, who is still kind of set up to, again, go 10-2, maybe make the playoff 2 years in a row, a third top 10 finish out of 4 years. The same stuff you're saying about Danny, you need to say about Josh over there. I know you got your pitchfork sharpened. The same way you used to do.
I don't.
Same way you used to do poor Rick Barnes. You're doing now to Josh.
I am
it's just
not.
never good enough.
No, I'm not even unhappy. The Alabama loss didn't even hurt me. The Georgia loss hurt a lot more than the Alabama loss.
You weren't hurt at all after the Georgia loss. You came here on Monday feeling good, rolling tape.
No, I felt worse and worse after as time has gone on.
I don't think you started feeling bad about the Georgia loss till like 2 weeks ago.
Well, sometimes it takes grief a while to set in.
So we're on Vitello watch. And I don't know if, I every now and then you get some stuff from people. And I don't know if it's like Tennessee getting into like damage control, starting to get ready. Because like that's the thing is like if Vitello leaves, like we are stuck with like Danny's still going to be here. Like yeah, it's going to be an interesting thing because everyone's allegiance and heart is going to be with the guy that's leaving. And I won't hold like any ill will towards Vitello for going to Major League Baseball. But like Danny's going to be the one here still running Tennessee and dealing with the fallout. But I was told that like there is a little bit of an icy relationship there, but like it's not all Danny White's fault. Apparently Tony needs more money all the time because apparently that's part of Tony's recruiting is that he kind of overpromises his budget. Like he'll commit certain dollars to certain people and like have certain things go in certain places.
He ain't a math guy.
Yeah, but that's it. He's like, I'm not a math guy. Now I was told sometimes it's twice as much as what he's actually budgeted.
Well,
like, hey, here's $2 million, Tony, and he's out there promising $4 million.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk out there about Tony's kind of a headache for the athletic department, but hey, I'm a national champion.
Well,
that's all you got to say.
And
Tony.
look, there's also the adage. I mean, we've heard it for a while. Like, it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Like, what's Danny going to say? We're not going to pay these players. We're not going to honor these contracts. No, he's going to come up with the extra $1 million or $2 million or whatever.
Figure it out, Danny.
Yeah, and like the NIL will scramble, and like some booster will step up and get it done. So like, it's been effective so far. But I was told that's part of the rift between the two, is that Vitello is just kind of rogue and does whatever the hell he wants. But like Cody says, I'm a national champion.
Yeah.
You had fun at
Kiss
Omaha,
the ring,
didn't you?
Danny. Yeah.
Kiss the ring, literally.
Hey,
Yeah.
Danny, go look at that trophy case.
It's the only one we got.
Walking into Danny's storefront about to collect his debts. Gonna go whack him if he doesn't get another $1 million.
Hour number 1 in the books. Looking off hour number 2 is some headlines. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. Fan Run Radio.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Fan Run is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Give me the gun.
A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fan Run Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fan Run Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Vol fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for. including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Are you looking for a treat that will knock it out of the park at the next watch party? Just like your favorite baseball team, Crumble brings the best lineup week to week with an expanded roster that includes key lime pie, strawberry cake, or my personal favorite, Monster featuring M&M candies. Let Crumble treat you to the best cookies in the game. Download the Crumble app and start earning rewards. You can even vote monthly on what flavors you would like to see at any store of your choice. Warmer weather is here, so get to the ballpark, but don't miss the cookies.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332-941.
The yodeling boy, Mason Ramsey, is in town today.
You're listening to Talk Sports.
Yodeling boy, he's going to perform at the Knoxville Walmart.
He better stick with the hits and what got him famous. He better yodel. He better sing Lovesick Blues. Airing every day
from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Mason Ramsey sticks to his roots, okay? He's not the kind of guy. He's not going Taylor Swift on us.
Yeah, that's exactly what his new single sounds like.
Well, he's trying to branch out.
Well, that's fine. He didn't stay to his roots. He branched out immediately. The first chance he got, he branched out. On 1340 WKGN. Did
Blues?
you hear how quick that happened, Ben Lee? He stuck to his roots and he branched out in the same sentence.
You can stick to your roots and still branch out. That's what trees do. I mean, that's what trees do.
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. This batch of headlines brought to you by Knoxville Smiles. Don't put off your dental visits any longer. Go check out the folks at Knoxville Smiles. They could do it all from restorative procedures, Invisalign, veneers, implants. They're also offering half-price whitening with a cleaning. Go get a cleaning. You get your teeth whitened for half price. Call today to set up your appointment at 865-539-1776. That's 539-1776. You can also book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Let's hit some hour 2 headlines. What you got, Big Mac?
Thank you, John. George Springer's 3-run homer sends the Blue Jays to the World Series for the first time since 1993. My entire lifetime, the Blue Jays have not been in the World Series. Well, no, that's not true, I guess, because I was born in April, so I guess I was just a baby the last time they went to the World Series. But
oh, no. Do you think that this means that you're about to die? They always say life comes full circle.
Does it always come full circle?
That's what they say. Like, you were born when the Blue Jays were in the World Series. Do you think you're going to die the year the Blue Jays make the World Series?
Not necessarily.
I'm all of a sudden a little worried about you, though.
I think sometimes it doesn't go full circle. It just kind of zigs and zags and is kind of random too.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. But it was a huge win last night, 4-3 over the Mariners in Game 7, the ALCS. Were you watching? I watched.
I watched the 8th and 9th inning. I was watching football, and Twitter went crazy with the George Springer home run. I started watching. I saw that, and then I turned it over for the 8th and 9th inning.
Yeah, it was electric. To say the least.
A big home run is really, really cool.
Well, and to hit it, a 3-run bomb while you're down, to just put you up in front. Now
that was really, really cool. And then I wanted to see the 9th inning, and I thought the Blue Jays were getting ready to blow it open in the bottom of the 8th. They had first and third with no outs, but then hit a really hard line drive to the first baseman. He gets a double play, and they get out of it. So I'm like, oh, man, that's a momentum swing. Here we go. Let's see if the Mariners can do something. Then a couple of good at-bats, but ultimately all three of them struck out. The side was struck out. Poor J-Rod. I don't even really consider his at-bat good because I feel like he saw 6 balls and somehow struck out. I don't think the pitcher threw 1 strike. Yet he struck out. So I don't know if I consider his a good at bat or not. But the first guy battled as they were trying to just get Raleigh back up to the plate, but they never did. So now we get the Blue Jays and the Dodgers.
It would have been the Mariners' first World Series. They were 8 outs away, but they fell short. They called it a failure. Raleigh.
That's tough.
And Cal Raleigh was up next to bat, which I was hoping to see.
Yeah.
If he could drive one into the hearts of the Blue Jays fans. I was for Seattle just because they're American and Toronto's not. Although Toronto's pretty much American. It's basically American adjacent. But
I got my boy Canada Ben. I got a friend who lives up there that was at both Game 6 and Game 7. So there was a part of me that was happy for him.
Yeah.
And there was a Canadian girl that I met one weekend in Nashville that we had a good time together, and I was wanting her to be happy too, but mostly my friend Canada Ben. So
mostly, yeah. Well, Canadians are basically like us. I mean, I've always found the relationship with Canada to be kind of strange because, they're basically Americans, but they're not.
Yeah,
they are from a different country, but it really doesn't feel like it. Like when you talk to one, when you meet a Canadian, they basically just sound like people from Minnesota. I mean, yeah, they got the northern accent, the hey, the ooh, he, whatever it is they do. But they're pretty much like us. It's not like talking to someone from Zimbabwe or.
I would say that I am probably much more similar to the people in Toronto than I am over in California. Godless place like that. Like the Dodgers
Seattle,
fan,
California.
I would say I have more in common with Toronto people than I do Californians.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Seattle.
No. I'm talking about people from Los Angeles. So I'm rooting for the Blue Jays, despite the Dodgers being American. I feel more in line with Toronto.
Yeah, but the Dodgers came out of Brooklyn. I mean, they're as American as it gets. The Dodgers are very American. Hell, their colors are red, white, and blue. Then again, so are the Blue Jays. Why did you look at me in a weird way, Sam? They have some red on the numbers.
I mean, barely.
I mean, it's blue and white, but there's red in there.
I was gonna say whenever you said red, I can't picture really any red with the Dodgers. Now I will acknowledge that you watch them more than I do, but I don't.
There's some red accent.
I guess the logo has a red ball though, so they got red there.
Yeah. Cal Raleigh says, I hate to use the word failure, but it's a failure.
Damn, Cal.
What we expected was to get to the World Series and win a World Series. That's what the bar is and the standard is, and that's what we wanted to hold ourselves accountable to.
I appreciate him saying it's a failure.
Still a good run, though, for both teams. I mean, congratulations to both Seattle and Toronto on great seasons. Seattle comes up short one series before Toronto's going to come up short. So congrats to both teams on great seasons. Toronto gets to say they won the pennant, and despite getting swept by the Dodgers for the World Series, it's still an amazing season.
I got to say, we need that in other sports because it really feels cool to hear win the pennants. Like that's a really cool way of saying advance to the World Series.
It is cool.
We don't
Very
say
cool.
that in the NBA when somebody gets to go to the finals. No one cares about the Eastern Conference Finals trophy. Like no one cares about the AFC Championship trophy. But like it does feel like such an accomplishment to hear. We won the pennant. We won the pennant.
I think it's cool too. One of the cool things about baseball. Well, I tell you what's not cool, and that's the concussion that Nico Collins suffered for the Texans last night. The wideout for Houston suffered a concussion during a 27-19 loss Monday to the Seahawks. Hey, at least Seattle got that one. At least you split, you got your NFL victory. D'Amico Ryans, coach of the Texans, says we'll evaluate him as the week goes on. Before the injury, he had 4 catches for 27 yards. Also, Mike Evans out with a broken collarbone.
It's over for Mike in terms of his 1,000-yard season streak. Goodbye.
Finally comes to an end.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a run.
It was. I thought he was kind of doing the thing where you drop a pass and you just fake like you're hurt. That's what I always say I would do. Like if I made a big mistake while playing sports, you'd have to come get me off the field the way everybody gets worried about me. And they don't yell at me because they're really just worried about my health and my safety.
Mm-hmm.
But nope, it felt like he had a concussion and a broken collarbone.
You're saying if you were the guy who threw that pitch that George Springer hit for a 3-run bomb, you would have, my shoulder, I need Tommy John.
I do feel like it's a little bit tougher as a pitcher to do. But yeah. If I make a mistake, I'm going to have to I'm at least going to like limp. I'm going to like hold something.
That was pitch number 1 too. They're like, yeah, we're going to bring this guy in here. He'll close it out for us. Bang, pop.
The pitcher that they just took out just looked depressed on the bench. He was just like, oh God, what have I done?
Yeah, it seems so risky in baseball to bring a guy in. Sometimes you see that, he's not quite warmed up or he's not into the flow of the game yet. Because it feels like it'd take you a minute to get adjusted to kind of like game speed, even though you've warmed up in the bullpen. I don't know. I never pitched. But yeah, Mike Evans out for the year, obviously broken collarbone. The Lions looked very lion-like in their 24-9 victory over Tampa Bay. Looked like a good team out there. Jahmyr Gibbs was an absolute stud.
Yeah, Gibbs is awesome. My Lions continue to roar. I do still think they're the best team in the NFC. That's a big game for tie-breaking purposes in the playoffs if the Bucs continue winning. Lions-Chiefs is where I have been the last couple weeks, and I feel pretty good about the Chiefs and feel pretty good about the Lions. Aiden Hutchinson's such a difference maker. That guy's a stud.
It's crazy that he's like better.
Yeah.
After just destroying his leg.
I mean, he was going to be Defensive Player of the Year last year, or he was the odds-on favorite whenever he got hurt, but he's back to being the odds-on favorite now. He's just or at least he was coming into the game. Micah Parsons did have 3 sacks against the Cardinals. I don't know if he would have passed him, but Hutchinson's a dog. He's really good. I know you don't need me to tell you that he's really good, but he is really good. They had nobody in their secondary last night, and they still kind of shut down Baker. Rough night for Baker and his MVP candidacy.
Yeah, it was a rough night for Baker. I needed an Igbuka touchdown, and he had so many targets where Baker just couldn't get him the damn ball.
Yeah.
He would either throw it high or he'd throw it when he was in double coverage or he'd miss him.
I kind of feel like some of the throws to Igbuka that were high maybe aren't high in normal circumstances, but maybe are high with him having a hurt hamstring.
Yeah.
Because it seemed like a couple of times like he went to go like try to jump and get it, and then he couldn't really get up.
I was surprised he played.
I was too. And then at first it seemed like he was just kind of going to be a decoy. They didn't really have him in the game very often. And then Mike Evans went down, and I guess he's like, well, I guess I got to go out here and play now because we got to have some receivers. But yeah, I was surprised he played too. And it didn't look like he had the explosion he needed. Personally.
The Titans have released veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett.
He asked for his release. We said, okay, go ahead. See you later. Which I appreciate them not holding him hostage.
He held us hostage. He sucked.
Yeah, no, he sucks. Don't get me wrong. And I don't know if anybody's actually going to sign him, but like, hey, you want to go? Go ahead. It's fine, bro. Do you think, Sam, that leads to them calling up Restrepo?
No, they already called up the like James Prochet guy.
Oh, did they? Okay, I didn't see that.
I don't think we're ever going to see Restrepo, unfortunately.
No, I think maybe in like December when the season's completely over.
Like I would like to see him just for like a game.
They
just
trade
like
one
Calvin.
tryout. They trade Calvin Ridley or somebody somebody gets hurt or something. I think we'll see him in a game this year. If I was betting.
Have you read into any more about this Doug Martin story?
I can't remember if we discussed it on air or not.
We did.
I know. Well, yeah, but I don't know what details we discussed because I know that he died in police custody and they found him breaking into homes. Right. That's
right.
That's all I know. Is there anything else?
He was involved in a break-in at a residence in Oakland. While responding officers were attempting to detain him, a brief struggle occurred, and after he was taken into custody, he became unresponsive. Paramedics responded to the scene, provided medical aid, and transported him to a local hospital where he later died. It's pretty sad because his family came out with a statement. Well, I guess his family didn't say this, but someone representing his family said they were actively seeking medical assistance for him and had contacted local authorities for support. Feeling overwhelmed and disoriented, Doug fled his home during the night and entered a neighbor's residence 2 doors down, where he was taken into custody. An investigation into what transpired as he was detained is underway. So it said he was disoriented when he entered this home. Sounds like he had some mental stuff going on. I don't know, but then I don't know how he died.
Yeah, it says he died in police custody. Does that mean they killed him? Does that mean that like his heart gave out? Like, have we gotten any update on that?
It said the in custody death is being investigated by the homicide section and several other. The OPD Internal Affairs Bureau, the Oakland City Police Commission, the Community Police Review Agency, and the Alameda County District Attorney's Office. So they're looking into it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how he died.
Okay.
The agency said Martin's family sought to clarify the circumstances of his death. I don't know. It says he was battling mental health challenges that profoundly impacted his personal and professional life. So I don't know. I'm not sure how he died. I guess we'll find out. They're looking into it. Kind of a weird story, though.
Yeah, it was one of those that when you saw that he was like robbing a house, you thought maybe he was being a criminal. Like you thought maybe, like, you went somewhere like, oh, has he lost everything? Is he just now like a thief? But now you're saying he was just disoriented and thought he was getting in his own house.
That's what the statement
from his people
representing the family says. So I don't know.
Do we know what type of neighborhood it was in? Have they said anything about that? Like,
I don't know that.
It was 2 doors down from his house, though?
Yeah. Said he was disoriented. I don't know. I imagine we'll get some more details on it. Also, Hugh Freeze says a vote of confidence from the athletic director would be huge for him.
That's pretty sad, man. That's pretty sad. Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Streaming worldwide at fanrunradio.com and on the free Fan Run app. This is Big Orange Country's sports talk radio superstation, Fan Run Radio, Knoxville.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw premium vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw premium vodka. Please drink responsibly.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
Are you thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start? Well, call VFL Josh Travis, your local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple every step of the way. To get started, visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com or call 423-312-9777 today. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives. And I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. Faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at boknowshouses.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Now, here's a little story.
That was pretty sad seeing Hugh Freeze come out and ask for a vote of confidence, right? Like that's about as pitiful as it gets.
Well, yeah. I mean,
it was pretty sad. Like that was pretty depressing.
Hey, are you firing me or am I still going to be able to be the coach?
It'd be real nice if you came out and told everybody you weren't going to fire me and that I was doing a good job. I ain't won very many games, and it definitely seems like my whole career is based off of 2 wins against Alabama, with one of them being pretty damn fluky. But hey, can you come out and tell everybody that you're going to keep me despite me not really being able to win in the SEC?
He says it would be huge. That would make everyone feel a lot better for sure. I haven't talked to John. John Cohen is the athletic director. I'm going to say John has been so supportive ever since, obviously, my hire. They have a job to do. He has people to answer to. I know how close we are. I know I can get this fixed. They are close. I mean, they lose close.
He's Scott Frost. He's
Yeah.
Scott Frost at Nebraska. Like at a certain point, you look and say, okay, close losses are crazy, man. Like you'll get over the hump, but then eventually you realize, okay, you're just not going to get over the hump. And like he has completely fumbled the quarterback position every year he's been there.
Well, he hasn't had near as much time as Scott Frost.
Is that true? How long did Scott Frost get at Nebraska? I mean, I know he got at least 3 years, but like, did he get much more time than that? Was Scott Frost there 4 years, 5 years?
I just know that his record was crazy when it came to those one-score losses.
I guess Frost would have been
over.
hired in 17, so he would have coached from like 18 to like 22, 21.
I know it was over a couple seasons that he lost those. He was there going into 5 years.
Okay.
4 full seasons, and then fired in his 5th.
And Freeze is just now in year 3,
2,
is that
isn't
right?
he?
No, he's in year 3. He's in year 3. at least.
You sure?
Yeah, this is at least his third year.
I don't know why I was thinking he's year 2.
Like,
this is year 3.
Yeah, so like, I mean, he's
where's the time go?
I mean, so yeah, he hasn't got as much time as Frost to lose as many close games, but like, he ain't a chosen son coming back home trying to take over a dead program either. So like, it ain't going to be the same type of leash for him.
No, I mean, being 14 and 18 is not. It's not cutting it. 6-7, 5-7, currently 3-4. I mean, his seat is hot for good reason.
Sam, is he going to survive this year?
I'm surprised he's still employed, to be honest with you. So, no, I don't think so. He sucks, man. That offense is just terrible.
And he's supposed to be an offensive guy.
Terrible.
He's supposed to be an offensive guy. The defense is good enough to have them be in the mix for a playoff spot.
It's one of the better defenses in the conference.
I do find this whole thing funny because, like, if I'm him, I'm like, hey, I tried to warn you guys. Do you not remember when I said it'd be an accomplishment for us to make a bowl game and you guys all got mad at me? Like, I wasn't lying. I was trying to help your expectations. I wanted you to know, like, to brace yourself. And then you guys bullied me and said I was playing too much golf. So then I got up at SEC Media Days and said we were a playoff contender. But I didn't believe it. You guys made me say that.
And I had cancer. Don't forget about that. That's what I'd be saying if I was Hugh Freeze. How about this quote from the athletic director?
I haven't seen it with the athletic director.
He was asked last week by AL.com about Freeze and a potential coaching change. He said, I don't know if I'm going to walk outside and my car is going to start or not. I think it is. I have an expectation it will. But if my car doesn't start, then I will evaluate that and make decisions about my car. But that's not my expectation at this point about our football program, he says. Weird analogy.
Mike Elko was asked about the Penn State job and got really defensive about it and said the media is just so funny, trying to create all this stuff, all this drama. Mike Elko is from New Jersey. I don't know if that means he wants to go back, to the Pennsylvania area or whatever. But like
Mike Elko,
yeah,
is from New Jersey.
Yeah.
So would you call him Jersey Mike?
I think I would. I think I would call him Jersey Mike. Now that's comedy there.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if that means he wants to get back up there. I mean, he coached. He went to Penn.
Smart guy.
Coached at Penn. Was up there in Richmond, Hofstra, and Notre Dame. So, I mean, like, he doesn't necessarily scream Southern guy. But I do say add Mike Elko to the list of guys who needs to have his agent on the sideline with him. Because I do think for a second we thought this coaching stuff might flip. Remember that last week, 2 weeks ago? We're like, hey, these buyouts are so crazy with revenue sharing. There's a real chance that these contracts start getting really low and we just save some money and give it to the players and we don't do these big buyouts. Nope. Kurt Cignetti got $12 million. Lane Kiffin brought, Jimmy Sexton out. Mike Elko, is getting ready to get a big raise from $7 million if he stays at Texas A&M. These coaches are going to keep getting these God contracts. That's still going to happen. Except for Hugh Freeze. His ass is getting fired, but
going back to the Sun Belt, Hugh.
This coaching carousel, this coaching cycle is going to get a lot of guys paid.
It's going to be quite a silly season.
What would you set the over-under at right now for legitimate coaches, legitimate Power 5 coaches, switching schools, leaving their current job to go to a new job? What would you set the over-under at?
I'd still think it'd be pretty low because you just don't see that very much.
If I set it at 2.5?
I was thinking between 2.5, 3.5.
If I said at 2.5, Sam, you're taking the over-under for established coaches. So like Mike Elko, Drinkwitz, those type of guys. Kiffin, Marcus Freeman.
Finding a new place.
Yeah.
take the over.
Guys have been staying a lot. Signetti, I mean, getting paid. You thought he'd probably be the next big name.
There's so many openings that it feels hard to say under, but like I just keep coming back to the timing of everything, man. I just feel like it's so hard now because between the portal and high school recruiting, you gotta have your coach in place and like recruiting by December 1st, but really, like, I feel like it should probably be like, towards the end of Thanksgiving, kind of like the time on the calendar when we used to fire coaches, like, that Thanksgiving time period. Now that's kind of when you need to have your coaches picked out. But like Mike Elko can't leave Texas A&M and agree to go coach Penn State this season. They're in the damn playoff race. They're a top 5 team in the country, ain't they?
Yeah,
they're in the top 5.
They're
right?
number 3.
Yeah, like they're
undefeated.
Yeah, they're a top 5 team in the country. He can't leave.
I don't see Mike Elko leaving. I mean, that guy he's still building something there.
Yeah, again, he's linked to Penn State. I don't see Penn State outbidding Texas A&M. It just would come down to whether or not he wants to get back to Penn, like, get up there to Pennsylvania, New Jersey.
Just get back close to family, I
Yeah,
guess.
I don't know. Just maybe doesn't like the Southern heat. Maybe doesn't like the Texas A&M weirdos. I don't know, but he's linked to them for a reason.
Those are 2 very important things in Texas. There's the heat and then the A&M weirdos. So those would be 2 negatives. But hell, they're 7-0.
Like Lane Kiffin to Florida. Do we actually think that is likely to happen? Like, what percentage are you giving Lane Kiffin to Florida? Because Florida fans, they really want him, which is really funny to like 19-year-old me, knowing how much Florida fans hated Lane Kiffin in 2009. Now knowing that they are like begging for him and groveling for him.
After watching that documentary and seeing how much he really enjoys doing yoga there in Oxford and how his family is, that's home now, and his daughter convinced him not to leave to go to Auburn, and I don't know about Kiffin. I mean, he's not the same guy he used to be.
Well, he has made that clear that he's not the same guy he used to be. Now, that doesn't mean he won't leave for Florida, but he has tried to play the whole be happy where you're at type of thing.
Yeah, but then again, he's got to feel that at some point he's maxed out what he can do, right, at Ole Miss. Or is that even true in today's games? Certain programs used to have a ceiling because they couldn't compete. But, I mean, if you keep raising the money, now you can just buy players as good as anybody.
But isn't that his whole mantra? Is that the whole thing about being happy where you're at? It's not necessarily being, chasing championships as much as it is just being happy.
Yeah, but you got to think Florida would have the resources. It would be so much easier to recruit there, wouldn't it?
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
And he's already got those relationships from Florida Atlantic.
I would say, I don't know.
I mean, in those high schools and stuff, he'll be able to get better players than he got at Florida Atlantic.
Yeah, I just don't know if he was recruiting at the high schools that had the good players whenever he's at Florida Atlantic, but maybe.
I'd say he knows some people down there. I mean, it stands to reason.
But you have the resources, but you also have the pressure. And also, if you're Lane, like, you have to completely change your mantra. Like, I don't think at a place like Florida you can go and just do the transfer portal thing. Like, you'd have to actually get back to recruiting high school and like trying to build an actual program versus just patch it together. At Ole Miss, he seems pretty content with just patching it together and making it work that way. So I don't know.
I think he might just be recruiting like that at Ole Miss because he can't build through the high school ranks at Ole Miss.
Yeah, maybe he thinks he needs high school guys, but just can't get them at Ole Miss. Like that's completely fair, Sam. It's just the last couple of years he hasn't really tried too much at high school recruiting, and it's been all portal stuff.
If there's an opportunity for him to leave, I just think it's this one. I don't think he's going. I don't think he's really going to go elsewhere unless he takes a job this cycle. Like, I just don't know if there's going to be a job that opens up in the future that's as, or as many jobs that are as big as we've gotten this cycle right now.
I think it'd be LSU or Alabama. And I don't think Alabama's going to open up. I think DeBoer's beating the allegations. Like, DeBoer's going to be there and be content, at least for now. We'll see what happens the next time they lose a couple games. But, like, LSU, I think everyone would look at LSU as, like, the premier job in the conference.
That would suck for Ole Miss.
And that would be more of, like, the ties there. Like, instead of having the ties at Florida Atlantic, like, hey, Ole Miss and LSU are operating on a similar trajectory or a similar footprint.
Yeah, I mean, you would at least take over a better situation at LSU.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, well, and also just I think LSU is a much better job
than Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think LSU is just closer in proximity. Not Florida Atlantic compared to Florida, but I'm just saying Florida Atlantic's such a step down. It wasn't like Billy Napier. Billy Napier coached at Louisiana, and when it came time for them to hire a coach, they didn't even sniff him. It wasn't like he was going into Louisiana either, at Florida and getting big players. It was just a different swimming pool or a different pond, if you will.
Well, it's a much different part of the state too. I mean, South Florida compared to where he would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know though. I mean, Florida.
I think you'd have to recruit South Florida at Florida. I mean, I think
for sure.
you'd have to do that.
At one point in time, though, Florida was seen as a top 5 job, and I mean, it just isn't now. I mean, they've fallen so far from where they were under Urban Meyer. Maybe it's never been that great. Maybe the Urban Meyer and Spurrier were just 2 massive outliers that were awesome. Maybe Florida ain't nothing special.
Chip Kelly chose UCLA over them.
I don't like that AD down there. I would say that guy. I mean, does Kiffin want to go work for him?
I would say no, but again, it is a place you've seen win national championships, albeit 20 years ago, and they ain't really came close to competing for one since.
If I'm Kiffin, though, there's also the motivation of hey, let's just make Ole Miss a power. Let's just, I mean, because he's already on track to be their best coach ever.
Well, there's something there. I mean, it's what we're talking about with Vitello. You can be a god where you're at,
mm-hmm.
and they ain't gonna get sick of Lane Kiffin anytime soon.
No, and I mean, he keeps winning 10 games a year. That's something Ole Miss ain't ever done.
And that's why, I think I'd take the under at 2.5. I think I'd take the under at 2.5. And I do think there's going to be something to these coaches reveling in the fact they're telling these people no. I think Lane Kiffin is going to troll the absolute hell out of Florida when he tells them no.
I hope he does. I like that.
But that's what I see transpiring, is just him flirting with them, getting a big raise, getting what you call a God contract at Ole Miss. He gets in the $10, $11 million club, and he stays. Eli,
I will say,
I could see him doing the same thing with Missouri. Now, I don't think he would turn down Florida.
No, Eli, that's a big step up.
Yeah, I don't think he would turn down Florida, but I could see him as the type of guy that would revel in somebody giving him any interest so he could tell him no.
You should say also, though, it should be noted with Kiffin, I mean, he was close to taking that Auburn job.
Yeah.
And Florida's a bigger job than Auburn, without a doubt.
Okay.
So,
but also at the same time, could you not say that whenever you make that big deal about not taking the Auburn job, that kind of
makes it seem like you want to stay put.
Yeah, and you make a big deal about your daughter and everything. It would kind of be hypocritical to do that and then leave the next year, wouldn't it?
Well, also his daughter, is dating the LSU linebacker, so maybe that's another connection there to LSU. If that job were to come open,
I don't think that really.
You don't think that'd factor in?
No, I don't.
I mean,
I think it just be
if he cares that much about what his daughter thinks, she's spending a lot of time in Baton Rouge. Maybe she's telling him, "Hey, Dad, Baton Rouge is great,
nice."
Yeah.
I think it'd be more so hey, every coach that comes here wins a national championship except Brian Kelly. Strangely enough.
Yeah, I mean, if Les Miles could do it, and of course, Coach O was a great coach, but Les Miles, I mean,
it is funny.
2 lost title. I mean,
it is funny because Brian Kelly was the best hire on paper out of all those guys.
Was he a better hire than Saban, you think, at the time?
Yeah, at the time. I mean, Saban didn't do anything great at Michigan State. I mean,
right.
Brian Kelly was much more accomplished than Nick Saban. Obviously, I know Nick Saban was a better football coach, and ultimately it was a more successful hire. That's not what I'm saying. But resume-wise, yeah, Kelly was the
because
home
Saban
run at all of them.
Saban hadn't done anything before the LSU job.
And I'd say Saban, got met with mixed reviews whenever he got hired.
It is crazy. Saban won a title. Les Miles, Coach O all won titles. And then you got Brian Kelly. Family.
Which that's what we're talking about here, going out and poaching somebody. You know, Brian Kelly did it at Notre Dame. I wonder if he has regrets.
I never liked the Brian Kelly LSU hire.
Just never felt good from a fit standpoint. But you thought, like, hey, he's a good coach. He'll figure it out with those resources. But it just ain't happened. Sam, you were in here saying yesterday that he's just call Penn State.
Yeah.
Go back there.
Who, Brian Kelly?
Yeah.
I don't imagine they'd get the Penn State fans very fired up, would it?
Well, Penn State's going to be in a weird position of I don't think any hire they make is going to get their fans fired up, short of Saban, Kiffin, or Marcus Freeman. And I don't think they're getting Saban, Kiffin, or Marcus Freeman. So they're going to be in a weird position.
Yeah, I mean, you don't leave Notre Dame for Penn State, I
don't
think.
Sometimes you just got to stay where you're happy. You know, sometimes the grass ain't always greener. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just got to stay put.
Yeah.
You hear that, Tony Vitello? Like, you know what you got here. You don't always want to leave and go somewhere new, man.
You really want to go out there and deal with all them purple-haired people walking around the Palace of Fine Arts? It is such a beautiful city, though. Like people talk about the excrement on the streets or whatever, but like from a zoomed out view, beautiful city, absolutely gorgeous. They got a place called Twin Peaks, and I know what you're thinking. It's not that one, guys. It's like a mountaintop that overlooks the city.
Yeah, we've all seen the TV show.
You talking about Full House?
No, the show Twin Peaks.
There's a show called Twin Peaks?
Yeah. I don't know. I've not actually seen it, and I don't know if it's actually about California at all, but there is a show called Twin Peaks.
Oh, I don't know if anyone's seen that.
No, Twin Peaks is a popular show.
Is it? What's it air on?
It was an older show. But it was a popular show.
Yeah, I never saw it.
Is it about San Francisco? I don't know.
Full House was, for sure.
Yeah. Whatever happened to predictability, am I right?
I went to that park when we were out there one time a few years ago, and there was a man wearing nothing but like what you'd consider to be maybe a jock strap that was just lying in the grass, spinning his what's the best way to say
penis?
His penis around in a 360-degree angle, just flopping it around. You could clearly see in the item of clothing that he was wearing that it was just his penis is what it was. And he, very free feeling, I'm sure, but this was a public park,
They made a couple movies. They brought this show back in 2017 with the original cast. It's a noted thing, but I don't know if it's in San Francisco or not. No, Southwestern Washington. Oh, well.
Probably some peaks out there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about Tony. I mean, I think he should stay here, but maybe I'm just selfish.
Stick with us. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Fan Run is giving away a huge prize package.
That's a big box. What's in there?
You're going to want to find out.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Give me the gun.
A winner will be drawn live on Halloween during Fan Run Friday at Calhoun's on the River.
To learn how you can earn entries, make sure you're tuning in daily to Fan Run Radio and following us across all of our social media platforms on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, and Instagram.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer,
We can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Here, here!
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Your smile says it all, so make sure it's saying the right thing. At Knoxville Smiles, we believe healthy teeth mean happy lives. Whether it's a routine cleaning, whitening for that big event, or fixing a nagging toothache, our gentle team is here for you. With flexible hours, family-friendly care, and the latest technology, Knoxville Smiles makes every visit stress-free. Don't wait another day to love your smile. Call Knoxville Smiles today at 865-539-1776 or book online at knoxvillesmiles.com. Smile brighter with Knoxville Smiles.
Over on Fan Run TV, shout out to all the freaks that watch on YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube page. It was a long road to hoe. It took me about 7 damn months, but we finally got us over the 2,000 subscriber mark. Oh,
Great job.
It took forever.
I remember this time a year ago, you were pleading for 1,000.
Was that a year ago?
Yeah, football season.
Oh, damn. I was hoping it was like March.
Oh. I mean, I guess it could have been. I feel
In
like
my head, it was like March whenever we were doing that, like February or March.
I feel like it was football season because for some reason I remember Miles being in the room. I don't know when he left. You could be right. I don't know. For some reason I thought it was football.
I need to go back and look at the growth. They have a chart that'll show me the followers over time.
Oh, there you go.
But in my head, I thought it was like March whenever I really started this push. I'm pretty sure it was.
Well, maybe like football season, there were like 700 or something like that. And you're like, we really need to get this to 1,000.
Yeah, maybe. But I'll check. But either way, I'm going to celebrate the small accomplishment. It needs to be higher. It needs to be like 5,000 or 6,000 at least.
I like the YouTube a lot. I think that's good.
That's a good way to watch the show and interact with the show. I like it too. And
Yeah.
of course, we're going to do cooler stuff with it as basketball season comes along. We'll do a lot more of those watch-alongs. So go like and subscribe over on YouTube.
And you get to be a freak if you're in the YouTube.
That's right. Hang out with those comments. I like the community we're building there. I like seeing the same people in there every day, kind of watching and interacting and kind of becoming like online friends and seeing
Hello,
personalities.
freaks.
Yeah.
Hey, freaks. Let's give them a prompt. They like when we interact with them. Tell your favorite color, freaks. That's probably not good. Everybody will say orange. What's a good one? What's your favorite music artist or band? Let us know in the chat.
It's not going to do much for the show in terms of like fodder.
No, but they like when we.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. On Twitter, I put out the same question I put out yesterday for Josh Heupel.
Uh-huh.
A scale of 1 to 100, approval rating. I put out that same question today, but about Danny White, because I'm curious to see where people are with Danny.
With what, his approval rating?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I want to see how people feel about him.
How's it going?
South end zone ticket holder here.
Uh-oh. That one ain't going to be positive.
20 out of 100.
Yep.
99. Tony leaving isn't about Danny White. It's about the opportunity to manage an MLB. 85, 92, 75, 95.
Roberto writes in, Vitello, it looks like he's gone. It went from an 85 last Tuesday to a 65 this Tuesday.
It dropped 20 points because of Vitello.
You simply can't lose a national championship coach.
I mean, yeah.
Have your hand-selected football coach look like a buffoon, all with the rumors of Peyton, Pratt, and donors being upset, all while you continue to raise prices.
It is bad timing for the concourses at Neyland to be pathetic, for Heupel to look dumb, and for Vitello to be leaving. That is bad timing for Danny.
Some people are saying, hey, let's check out. Let me check back in a couple of days. 35 if Tony leaves. South end zone season ticket holder, baseball season ticket holder. Says it's about to go 100-0 real quick.
Ruh-roh.
Real effing quick, boy. He then comes back and doubles down.
Yeah. Hey, you're a baseball season ticket holder too. What are you going to do with those tickets?
I've been worried about that. I won't lie to the freaks. I won't lie to the people. I didn't go to all the games. I would sell quite a bit of the tickets. Last 2 years, really, that's thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't know what the demand was going to be already with the expansion inside Lindsey Nelson, but the excitement around the program, I am a little worried about that. I'll keep my tickets, though. We'll see. Not thrilled, to answer your question, but also, I still think, like I said, if Vitello leaves, we could still be in the mix to host a regional and super regional. I don't think that necessarily changes.
I don't think the quality of baseball is really going to drop off that much. I just think you're losing a big mouthpiece for your university.
I don't think it drops off immediately. Like if you told me like in 2025 and maybe even 2026, but I worry, Sam, like I said, if once Tony's gone, if you are still the go-to place in the transfer portal era, if you're still like the best recruiting in high school, like I do think Vitello is so important there. And also, Sam, I think it's important to note that I do think the money thing is going to be an issue. And I don't even mean the revenue sharing. I mean, like right now, if you lose Tony, I think you lose a lot of the big time donors that really liked rubbing elbows with Tony. Like I do think Tony was really good. Like when I went to that Sertoma event in February that Tony was, or maybe it was January that Tony was doing for the charity. He's in there in a room full of a lot of rich people, and they're all there like looking at him like a rock star. And he's like auctioning off dinners with himself, and like people are like offering other stuff up for him. He's like, I'll do it, but me and you got to talk later. Basically about money. Like you could tell he's like about like getting more money for the program. But like so many rich people and rich women were in there just so enamored with him.
Chair's wet.
That part of it, I think, drastically changes.
What do you mean by that?
Like Josh Elander, he could be a great manager, but like I don't think it's kind of like going from Bruce Pearl to Rick Barnes. I know you had some bad stuff in between, but like when Rick Barnes got here, it was really tough for him to actually get the fan base all the way bought in. And maybe Konzo
and winning cures everything.
It does eventually, yeah. And if Elander keeps winning, like maybe that comes around. But
that's all I'm. I mean, I just don't think. Maybe that is just a huge piece of it, just the social aspect of things that he brings. But like, Elander's been his recruiting coordinator ever since he's gotten here. Like, I don't think the quality of player is going to drop off significantly, and I don't think that
it does if the money dries up, though, Sam. I mean, like you're all of a sudden you can't spend in the transfer portal because so and so booster he liked giving $1 million a year because he loved Tony Vitello. He don't really like it so much anymore and isn't giving as much money.
Well, I'm just saying if you continue to win, I think boosters are still going to say, well, as long as we're going to Omaha, I'm still good to go and pay this money.
And you might be right. I just saw it firsthand, though, with all those rich women in there, the way they lit up at Tony. And then, of course, them lighting up at Tony leads to their husband doing whatever they want. And like they're the ones raising.
Come on, let's go.
They're the ones raising their hand, like $5,000.
Stop looking at him.
$5,000 if we can have dinner with Tony. $10,000. Like they're the ones doing that. And I don't think the Bruce Rick comparison was exact, but like it was more like Bruce Konzo. Like Konzo never really had a chance because Konzo wasn't Bruce. Like Konzo wasn't going to be in there, like getting people fired up and shaking hands and have people, even if they won, which of course they didn't win enough. But like And I do think Barnes dealt with that when he first got here in terms of not being very energetic, not wearing orange, not putting on the orange blazer. You remember all the talking points about Barnes. Can he wear some damn orange? Can he stand up on the sideline? Like, that's what we dealt with.
Stand up, look like you care.
Yeah, that's what we dealt with for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they would pan over to Barnes sitting in that chair, just kind of with his hands.
Wearing gray.
Yeah.
And people would lose their minds.
Stand up, show some fight and some energy.
Now, to your point, Sam, winning did cure that. Now Rick Barnes is beloved, and now he has, Big Jim Haslam saying, hey, here's an open checkbook. Hey, here's Nate Ament. So, there's different ways to skin a cat. Don't get me wrong. But I just think my biggest concern is that you just see the talent start decreasing and declining if Tony's gone.
Yeah, he's just such a big figure.
He's just a rock star.
He is. The guy's a rock star.
So handsome.
He is handsome. I'm thinking about all those old men just upset leaving the what was it, the gala, the banquet, the whatever it is.
It was a charity event.
I'm sure they got some name for it.
It was a gala.
On the couch tonight.
It was a gala.
Come on, Diane. Get your mink coat and let's get in the Mercedes. Get away from him. He doesn't want anything to do with you.
He won't even pay for your dinner.
Who do you think bought you that steak?
There's a lot of 90s still in here for Danny White, which is kind of nice to see. There are some low ones, don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot of people still hanging out in the 80s and 90s.
Do we know if the Money Monster has spoken with Tony Vitello?
That's a good question. We can maybe find out. Surely to God we'll know by Friday.
Yeah. They're probably partying right now. Congratulations on your job in San Francisco.
We'll continue the conversation. Keep the chats rolling in. Although, like I said, I'm a little surprised right now that Danny's still getting a lot of really high marks.
I think I'm at the point that I might cry if Tony leaves. I think I might cry.
Can't fault a man for packing up and heading to California when the weather starts turning a little cold, can you?
No, I mean, it's relatable. I get it. But at the same time, I want him to be my coach. I think about the 2023 Texas A&M football game. I saw him running out of the stadium, and me and my buddy Brandon, we greeted him. We're like, Tony Vols. He's like, yeah, what's up, guys? Yeah. He high-fived us, and then he just kept running. He ran all the way up that hill to get out of there.
That when I see pictures of him celebrating and being, like I said, just it's cheesy, but just being a Vol, like on the sideline for every football game, at courtside for basketball, like I do think there's some real value to that I do think he appreciates. You're not going to have that community with the Giants. You're not going to have that community in Major League Baseball. Now, maybe he thinks he can still show up here and get that if he wanted to, or check in, or maybe he doesn't really care. Maybe it's not worth, as much as we're talking about sentimentally. But when I see those pictures, it does make me think it'd be really tough to walk away from rock star legend status to go be just another manager in Major League Baseball. Where, 85, 90% of the managers get fired. Probably within 5 years. Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines. We'll continue the Tony Vitello watch. We'll have some Tuesday trivia. Stick with us right here on Fan Run Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at fanrunradio.com.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronaknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronaknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
Attention service members and veterans. Introducing the Griffin Law Firm, your trusted ally in military legal matters. From court martials to benefit claims, at Griffin Law, your mission is their mission. Here's VFL Marshall Griffin.
As a veteran and retired military attorney, I've successfully defended lifelong benefits and helped preserve professional futures. So I know that when you hire a military justice lawyer, you maximize your chance to get relief. With my unique experience, I can advocate for you because there's no military matter that's too big or too small. Let us help you make these critical decisions that could affect the rest of your life. Remain silent. Request counsel. Call Griffin Law.
For a free consultation, call 888-707-4282. That's 888-707-4282. Or just visit griffinlawdefense.com.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, Fan Run Radio.
Dick's House of Sport at Westtown Mall is a destination devoted to sport, and it's your destination for exclusive events and experiences. Come visit a store like no other. Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf performance center, Hit Tracks batting cage, and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Round 3.
The world's greatest radio show. The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
Power rankings, Tuesday trivia. John Reed and Cody going wild, no Olivia. Wood grain on my leather seats. I got the whole team eating like I'm Johnny Eats. Morning booming from 7 to 10. Ay. Talk sports while I'm chewing a Zen. Ay. Talk sports while I'm riding to work. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville. Ay. Morning booming from 7 to 10. Ay. Morning booming from 7 to 10. Ay. Morning booming from 7 to 10. All the ops take a ride in a hearse. East Knoxville.
TalkSports.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Let's hit a batch of headlines. What you got, Cody Mack?
Thank you, John.
You're welcome, man.
Trent Seaborn, class of 2027 quarterback, commits to Alabama. He is a 4-star quarterback passer.
We don't do those.
No. Well, I don't know. He's ESPN's number 7 passer.
He's probably going to be pretty good. It is crazy to me Ty Simpson's so damn good.
He picked Alabama over Miami and Oregon. You'd think if he was Seaborn, maybe he would have gone to Miami or Oregon, but
because of water.
Right.
This guy's on fire.
Yeah.
This guy's on fire.
So is Oregon.
He's heating up.
Well, I guess Alabama also connects to water, though. Mobile. I mean, So Seaborn, that's a cool name. Makes me think maybe his ancestors were pirates or something.
Okay,
you know?
you're losing it. You had it, and you lost it.
Maybe Vikings, something like that. Well, he's going to Alabama. It is a cool name. I got to give him that. Steve Spurrier comments on Lane Kiffin perhaps going to Florida. He says, they're throwing Lane's name out there a lot. He'd be good here. Look at what he's done at Ole Miss. Drinkwitz is another one, even Gruden. There are several others, but Lane's being mentioned more than the other guys, it seems to me. He also says, I hope we can get this one right, because a big stadium and a big crowd doesn't mean you're going to win a lot. Look at Texas. Spurrier with a nice jab at Texas there. Out of nowhere. Just for fun.
Sometimes I get annoyed when we have these Spurrier headlines, and other times I'm like, it's nice to still have him in my life.
I like it now.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since, I know the Florida days were rough because we could never beat him until we did in 2001. Ended his career at Florida, by the way. But in his older years, I appreciated the personality, you know.
Couldn't beat Butch Jones.
It sucked when he was making those cracks about us. Can't spell citrus without UT.
I kind of can't get over him just quitting, though.
I love that.
just him quitting on his team. Like, you know, it's hard for me to take his quips too seriously now, knowing he's just a quitter.
It was like week 7. I'm out of here.
I didn't think it was week 7. Was it? It felt more like week 5, like week 4. He just
week 5.
He saw how terrible the team was. Like, I don't need to see this.
These
anymore.
boys ain't got it. I've had enough. I'm gone. See you, boys. Good luck. I loved how Spurrier just quit. He said, I'm done with this. Had enough. Now he's making cracks at Texas just for fun, though. I appreciate that. Just because you got a big stadium and big crowd doesn't mean you're going to win.
They're in the SEC.
Look at Texas.
They're in the SEC, so now they're fair game.
The Broncos' Dre Greenlaw suspended 1 game for conduct toward an official. This guy got a penalty after the game. I didn't even know that was possible.
So what happened?
He was suspended 1 game by the NFL for unsportsmanlike conduct toward a referee following the win over the Giants Sunday.
Like, what happens with the penalty?
Well, let's read more about it. According to the NFL statement, Greenlaw chased after referee Brad Allen and verbally threatened him as he tried to leave the field. The video was posted by a CBS Colorado reporter showing the encounter.
Basically, the team huddles up after the game-winning kick, and everyone's going to love on the kicker, and Greenlaw runs into the pile, and then he sees the ref kind of walking out of it, and then he just runs after him.
The NFL said Greenlaw violated a rule which prohibits the use of abusive, threatening, or insulting language to officials. He has 3 days to appeal his suspension. But, it looks like he may be sitting out against the Cowboys. It would cost him a game check in the amount of $192,000.
That seems like having to go out there and play for free just seems like a really dumb thing to cost yourself. Like when you see just how physical and deadly
he's a psychopath. This guy is.
Yeah. But I was thinking about that when they showed Branch beating Juju Smith-Schuster's ass a couple weeks ago, whenever they played. Feel like he just played that game and then say, you know what, it's worth it. I'm going to give up my game check here for beating this guy up.
They asked him if he was hyped up for his because that was his season debut on Sunday, and he said, "That's just how I play the game. Football is the only place where you can go out there and hit people and not go to jail for it."
Okay, UFC as well.
Texas Tech is asking fans to please stop throwing the tortillas on the field. After a crackdown by the Big 12, Texas Tech will flatten its tortilla tossing tradition. It says Red Raiders athletic director Kirby Hocutt joined head coach Joey McGuire. That's the head coach at Texas Tech. If you had asked me, the head coach at Texas Tech, I don't think I would have ever gotten to Joey McGuire. I've never heard of Joey McGuire.
Heard of Lizzie.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched that show when I was a boy.
Apparently, my references are to Gen Z, so I got to be very millennial to make up for it.
Your references are to Gen Z?
That's what somebody in the chat told me. Although I maintain that saying that somebody is nails is not Gen Z slang. Neither is calling something mid. We've been saying mid ever since I can remember. We were saying mid in high school. It used to refer to weed. It was a type of weed. That's not really Gen Z slang. I don't feel like I do a lot of Gen Z slang just to be fair to myself.
I think maybe what you're suffering from is back when you were a boy, a lot of that was probably coming out of the hip hop culture. And now today's kids have just figured out that language.
And that's fine. I'm just saying that mid has been around for 30 years.
Yeah.
Saying that someone is cooked is not Gen Z slang. Saying that someone is nails, like tough as nails has been around. Like that tough as nails has been around for a
nails
long time.
is not one of them, I don't
Well, that's what I was accused of. That's what the guy said in the chat.
I
said if you took a shot every time John made a Gen Z reference he's too old to make, we'd all be drunk by 8:45. And like, just for the record, when I say chuggy, that's just an inside joke with us. I don't actually say chuggy.
Right.
That's just an inside joke with us. I don't feel like I use Gen Z slang at all.
Well, it is Gen Z slang, though, like when you say cooked, because they say it a lot, even though it's been around forever. Like,
that's fine,
to you, it's
still,
old.
It's still millennial slang, though. Like, I'm grandfathered in.
But we weren't
millennial slang.
But no, I think it came back. We weren't saying cooked when we were in high school. Or my people weren't. We were. We didn't know that term. We never said cooked. I feel like cooked reemerged. But when I hear nails, though, I don't like that one at all. That it feels like nails on a chalkboard to me.
Calling something a bop, that's also millennial. Calling something mid-millennial. So I want to just push back against the allegations. I don't think I use Gen Z slang at all.
Well, you got to stay hip to the lingo. You know, you got to stay relevant as a radio show. We want that younger audience coming in too. You know, because some of our people are starting to die off. They're getting old.
That is true.
So you got to stay relevant as a show, or else you become chuggy.
Anything else?
Yeah, well, they're not going to be able to toss the tortillas on the field anymore, which, I mean, what a damn travesty. They've been doing this since the 90s. Did you know this?
Texas Tech? I had no clue they've been doing this since the 90s. I thought it was a new thing.
Texas Tech fans have tossed tortillas in the crowd at Jones AT&T Stadium since the 1990s.
I think it'd be really funny if you were an opposing fan and you brought tortillas in and started throwing them on the field. I think that'd be really good.
The university is no longer going to encourage nor permit the throwing of tortillas.
Is this because of the Kansas pocket knife situation?
It's came into conversation over the last month and a half, so something happened, Bubba. I don't know. What's the pocket knife situation?
Well, it's like, I guess during the Kansas game or whatever, they don't there's inaccurate statements where somebody from the crowd or a staffer from Kansas had a knife onto the field of play.
This says it did have to do with the Kansas game because fans it got out of control during the Kansas. They said it was a raucous scene in Lubbock. ESPN, leak source told ESPN the change happens because Tech was unable to get the situation under control.
They've lost their privilege.
Yeah, it's just a tortilla.
Well, if they've been doing it since the 90s, I guess it's a pretty big tradition, though, that I was completely unaware of.
Yeah, me
tortillas
too.
Are biodegradable, too.
Nobody's ever been hurt by a tortilla. I mean, you get hit in the head by a tortilla, you're like, whoa.
Try to catch it with your mouth next time.
Is that, a tortilla? It's never hurt anyone. It's not like they're throwing, rocks. So
how many tortillas would it take to get hurt? At once, a pack of, 25. Could that?
I don't think
do any damage.
I don't think it's possible. I don't think there's a number.
I think a pack of 25 could do some damage.
I mean, if you fired a whole pack of tortillas right at my face,
over the top of someone's head,
really, what would hurt though would be the plastic corner of the bag that might hit you in the eye or something like that.
There you go.
But they're not doing that. They're just throwing single tortillas.
What if they fried them so now they're crispy too, so you could get cut by one?
Yeah, no, that's an interesting question. Boy, a tortilla, that's one of the great things in life, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
One of the great things in life?
It is, man, because
underrated.
I mean, sometimes you get tired of bread, and you're like, boy, I've been eating too much bread. This bread stuff is no good. I've had too much. And it's like, let's thin it up a little bit. If only there was something that would hold my meat and rice and everything, but it wasn't as heavy as bread.
Plus, there's like multiple types too: corn, wheat,
Flour. That pretty much covers it. Well, the Florida athletic director says Billy Napier did not meet their goal of winning championships.
You think?
Yeah, during a news conference in Gainesville, Strickland said his decision to fire Billy Napier ultimately was because we didn't win at the level that we needed to. He said he has one goal when it comes to hiring the next football coach: find someone who can win championships. Said Billy wasn't capable of winning championships. They should have gave him more time. I thought he was doing a good job.
I'm interested to see how their players respond.
Brandon Graham has ended his retirement and rejoined the Eagles on a 1-year deal. How about that? Big NFL news. The defensive end, Brandon Graham.
I guess because they had, was it Zadarius Smith who just retired last week? He's like, I'm done with this. So they had to bring back another old pass rusher.
I guess so, yeah. Not exactly sure what happened there. Jack Nicklaus has been awarded $50 million in a defamation lawsuit.
Nice. Who was talking trash about him?
It was against Nicholas Companies, which is owned by billionaire banker Howard Milstein. Now, that just sounds like a billionaire banker, doesn't it? Howard Milstein.
Sounds like a villain.
Yeah, it does. Nicholas filed the lawsuit in response to statements that Milstein and other Nicholas Company officials made in a previous lawsuit in a New York court. He claimed the defendant suggested that he had considered a $750 million deal to become the face of the Saudi Arabian-financed Live Golf League, and then disseminated those false claims to media outlets. Kind of boring details of this story, but anyway, Jack Nicklaus gets $50 million, so good for him. How old is Jack Nicklaus now? He's got to be 85.
He was what, 40? Time. He was 46 when he won.
85.
Well, how about
85.
that?
Good job.
85 on the dot.
Was it 85 he won when at 46? Is that the year he won that? Because I started doing the math on that, and then I got lost whenever he won the Masters as an old-ass man. Was that 85? For some reason, that's what's in my head.
I don't remember that year.
It sounds pretty close.
Nicholas wins Masters at 40. Anything else?
Omar Norman Lott tore his ACL.
1986. Damn it. Golf fans are yelling at me. Sorry, golf fans. I was close. Yeah, bad news for Omar Norman Lott. He'd been playing really well, and obviously on a good team that was playing well. He was a big part of that team. Sucks that he torn his ACL, is now out the rest of the year.
Yep.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough for him. Would love to have him still here in Knoxville.
Tell me about it.
Well, we need help.
I know.
And he's a good player.
He sure is.
It'd be really nice to have him to help us. It'd be really nice to have Tank McCullough. I feel like we really owe Tank an apology. I think we owe Will Brooks an apology.
Jacoby Thomas.
Can
anyone play safety?
You've been beating the Jacoby Thomas drum, but you know what? You're right about it. Like, there's a lot of safeties we owe apologies to.
You would think the school.
Hell, call Nigel Warrior. We need him here. Him and Todd Kelly would have us in the national championship.
Mike Matthews was a very highly rated safety coming out of high school.
Who was?
Mike Matthews.
Well, we only got 2 or 3 receivers. We need him to play wide receiver. If he was a high rated safety coming out of high school, which I know he was, but if he was deciding to play safety, he wouldn't have came to Tennessee. He would have gone somewhere else to play safety.
I mean, the school where Eric Berry attended, there should be no excuse that we don't have a damn safety on the field. Eric Berry would be ashamed watching us out there, watching these safeties play. He probably is ashamed.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's still alive. We can get in touch with him to find out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Are you ashamed of the way we play? He has to be ashamed of the way we tackle. Like, I mean, there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt about that. He'd be ashamed of the way we come up and tackle.
The American chess grandmaster has died. at age 29. Daniel Naroditsky.
Yeah, do they say what happened to him? Other than that he died, I mean, I know
I think
that.
he choked on one of the pieces.
Don't be disrespectful.
We got to retire that term. Grandmaster. Don't like it.
I will say, Bubba, the only other grandmaster that I think of would be the Klan. When I see the word grandmaster, I didn't realize they called it that in chess.
You don't think of Grandmaster Flash?
Well, that's another one, yeah.
I think a Funk Master. That's Flex. Never mind.
I know who the hell Grandmaster Flash is.
They said he
but
died.
There is a Funk Master Flex. That is true.
They said he died on social media Monday. The announcement did not include a cause of death or say where he died.
Okay, well, let's go to break. I need a trivia win. I gotta lock in. I've talked about it. I've gotten dumber the more I've been on the morning radio, but I think it's because I have to use so much energy to be hyper because I don't have any stimulants when I come in here. So I think I've been using all my energy and brain power to be entertaining and have energy. And I think it's killed my brain because I can't win in trivia the last couple of weeks. I've gotten dumber. Hopefully I do better this week. Sam's got questions. We'll play coming up next. It's Talk Sports on Fan Run Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee fans. This is Fan Run Radio. The voluntary reaction.
This football season, tune into Big Orange Country's post-game radio free-for-all, The Voluntary Reaction, presented by the Griffin Law Firm. We'll be live on the Fan Run Radio app as soon as every UT game is over, taking your calls and breaking down the game to levels that can only be described as beyond scientific. So tune in and drink with us from the keg of glory or drown in the pool of despair. The Voluntary Reaction on Fan Run Radio.
The voluntary reaction. Raw, unfiltered, real.
Yeehaw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues, every bet type you can imagine, live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-88-99789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
We really need to get some branded stuff. Shirts, hats, promo items, something professional.
I mean, we could just find a website and order a bunch of it ourselves.
You could, but you're taking a big risk. You don't know the quality, the fit, the timeline. It's a roll of the dice.
Yeah, I guess. But isn't that how everyone does it now?
Not the ones who actually care about how their brand looks. Look, if we're putting our name on it, it needs to be done right. We need SM Athletics.
SM Athletics?
Yeah. They specialize in working with businesses like ours. Apparel, hats, promo gear, but real, customized stuff. They actually care if it turns out right.
Probably a lot better than getting stuck with 100 t-shirts with crooked logos.
Exactly. Plus, they'll walk you through everything. Sizing, colors, material, so it matches the image we're trying to build.
Makes sense. What's the name again?
SM Athletics. Trust me, if you want to look like a real company, not a flea market stand, this is the move. If you're serious about your brand, work with people who are serious about getting it right. SM Athletics.
In a world filled with deadlines and screens, sometimes we forget the simple joys of life. Days filled with special moments. At Inward Half, we understand the essence of these moments. Feel the difference between our breathable fabrics and flexible apparel as you disconnect from the hustle and bustle and reconnect with what truly matters. Inward Half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
my friend Josh Travis. If you are thinking of buying a home but don't know where to start, Josh Travis is a local mortgage expert with Foundation Mortgage, based right here in Knoxville, VFL, and a freak, the good kind of freak, a supporter of Talk Sports. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, he'll keep the process simple for you every step of the way. To get started, it's simple. Visit mortgagebrokerjosh.com. It's a good website URL. Easy for live reads. Easy to remember. Mortgage Broker Josh. You can also call him. Cody says no one ever remembers the number, but I'll give it to you anyway. 423-312-9777. That's 423-312-9777. Foundation Mortgage Company, LLC, is an equal opportunity housing company. NMLS number 1387311. Again, shout out to Josh Travis with Foundation Mortgage. He'll help make the process bearable when it comes to buying a home. All right, Sam, let's do some Tuesday trivia. I need a win. I need a damn win is what I need. I need a win. I need to, or at least score some damn points. Even if I win an ugly game and I only score like 6 points, I'm going to be disappointed. I need to score at least 12 points today to feel good.
12. All right.
12 is the goal I got set for myself. I need to do some brain exercises.
Right now, or
the quick brown fox jumped over the.
I've been doing brain exercises during the break.
Yeah, I know. I think that's why you've been beating me. Is that for like 2-3 weeks straight, you've been doing nothing but puzzles during the show. So like you come in sharp, where I'm fatigued.
Plus Zen.
Yeah, you're all caffeinated. You got nicotine. You got puzzles.
Yeah.
You're coming in.
I'm
fresh.
ready to play.
Yeah, you come in fresh, and I haven't even stretched.
Maybe like a 2-point buffer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna start getting some points spotted to me. I got to start doing some brain teasers. All right, what you got, Sam?
All righty. Today's categories, we have general, SEC Offensive Player of the Year, country music, athletes before their fame, and famous quotes.
I like the variety. General, SEC Offensive Player of the Year, country music, athletes before fame, famous quote. All right, Cody, you are the two-time victor.
All righty. Sam, let's go with SEC Offensive Player of the Year for 3.
Which SEC West player is the only person to have won this award in back-to-back years?
Oh, I don't get the years. Harder than I thought. Okay, so, well, I assume when you say SEC West, that's just the original.
Yeah, that was just at the time.
Yeah, so
did you have written down the prompt that it was just at the time? I'm kidding. That's a joke.
Darren McFadden comes to mind, but Alabama's had a lot of really damn good players. LSU, I don't think there'd be anybody in there.
Does he just get like 10 minutes to figure this out?
We've barely had any time pass here. I mean, Derrick Henry.
What is the time that y'all normally do?
Derrick Henry.
It's supposed to be 10 seconds, but it's kind of gotten to like 30.
I'm going to go with Darren McFadden.
That would be correct.
Okay.
I'll try athletes before fame for 3.
Which Super Bowl winning quarterback was famously cut and was found stocking shelves at a grocery store?
Kurt Warner.
Correct.
All right. Let's go with country music for 3.
What was the name of Kenny Chesney's first double platinum selling album?
Kenny Chesney's first album.
Double platinum.
Yeah. I'm not very good with album names. Hell, I used to have a CD. I had several Kenny Chesney CDs, actually. I mean, I wouldn't know what that is, though, I don't think. When the Sun Goes Down.
Is it Oh, go ahead. That's fine.
You can say it.
Well, I got two. Here I Stand, but I don't think I went double platinum. Is it Everywhere? Is it Everywhere? Something with Everywhere in it? Everywhere We Go?
Everywhere We Go. That is correct.
Should have done it.
A little block there from Cody.
Well, kind of a tough 3-pointer there.
Not if you know country music.
I feel like it's a challenging 3-pointer.
Yeah, it was. Let's see here. Give me...
I feel like a song title would have given it away on the album.
Probably not for me.
Yeah, because I mean that album, I don't even think there is a song called like Everywhere We Go. Like I don't know if a song would have actually helped or not. Really,
Was that in the 90s?
Yeah, it was like right there with that's the one that had. I want to say that's the one that had like Back Where I Come From.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah, Here I Stand was the one right before it that had a decent. There were some decent songs on it, but he got super famous on the next one. All right, let's try. I guess I'll do famous quote for 3. I don't feel good about it, but
history is written by the victors.
That's a good quote.
Winston Churchill.
Correct.
Damn. All right.
I didn't really know it until Cody said good quote, but then I know he loves Winston Churchill, so I was like, oh, that gives it away.
Really? Is that really what happened? Or did you
love Winston Churchill?
Well, let's go ahead and knock out General for 3.
General for 3. What was the name of the first satellite sent into space?
Wish we had done a different one here. The first satellite sent into space. Apollo 11.
Sputnik.
Yeah.
Damn, that's another one I knew.
I didn't.
Rats. I could have already had my 12 points. I was locked in on the 3-pointers at least. All right, let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Give me athletes before fame for 2.
Having played baseball for multiple years before starting his football career, who became the oldest first-round quarterback selected in NFL history at 28?
I feel like it's either. I'll go with Brandon Weeden.
Correct.
Okay, I was gonna say I think Winky was only like 26.
Yep, we're in a hole. SEC Offensive Player of the Year for 4.
Since 2002, how many Heisman Trophy winners are on this list?
What list?
Of SEC Offensive Players of the Year, I imagine.
Yeah.
How many? I mean, we got to do math here. Okay.
It's unfortunate that one of my biggest videos was making fun of Kenny Chesney.
Silence.
Because I really did love Kenny Chesney back in the day.
Cody hit him with the silence meme.
Kind of felt bad for putting him down because I was one of the biggest Kenny fans around up until he did No Shoes, No Shirt, No Problem. Then
This is bothering me.
He gets to say good quote during my question. Just wondering, we got a time limit or something here? What are we doing?
This is kind of a hard one to.
Yeah, it's very hard. 8.
9.
Son of a.
Give me. Let's try. Give me famous quote for 2. No, I already did it.
Famous quote for 2?
Well, I already said it. Yeah, that's fun.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
John F. Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
SEC Offensive Player of the Year for 5.
Bad decision.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Since 2002, there have been players from 10 schools to win this award. Name all of the schools.
I mean, come on, Sam.
There's a lot of repeats.
All of them.
It's not that.
Oh, I got to name all 10 schools.
It's 5-pointer.
Jesus Christ. Give or take one or two, maybe. Okay. Since 2002, you said?
Yeah, that's just what College Football Reference had ever since it started. So
yeah,
it might have gone on before that, but that's what College Football Reference gave me.
Plus, you got expansion schools that have come. I mean, okay. I'm going to start with Alabama, Auburn, Florida, Georgia. You're just going to tell me when I missed one?
Yeah, you just missed one.
Georgia didn't have one?
No.
I thought maybe Stetson Bennett got a. Okay. Well, I guess I lose then.
Give me athletes before fame for 4.
Before making his way to become a champion in combat sports, which UFC athlete was working in a tire shop?
Feels dumb, but for some reason I'm picturing John Jones I've heard that story, but I don't think that's right. But that's my answer, John Jones.
Alex Pereira.
Yeah. I don't know why that immediately went to him.
All right, so it's 10-3 after 5. Okay. Country music for 4.
Who was the first band/artist to win CMA Entertainer of the Year 3 times in a row?
Entertainer of the Year 3 times in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Garth Brooks.
That would be Alabama.
See, when you said band / I kind of thought maybe I should go with a band.
Give me country music for 2, please.
Yeah.
This legendary artist is famously known as the Man in Black.
Johnny Cash.
Oh, my God. That's a 2?
There's my 12 points. Good job. We hit the 12. That's what we were looking for.
I mean,
That's got to visualize.
That's a 0-pointer.
We hit that. Let's go.
Yeah, well, it was a fun exercise today. We'll go with what's it matter? Country music for 5.
What first brought Garth Brooks to Oklahoma State before pursuing his musical career?
Probably a car.
Actually, it was a truck. I'm sorry, you're wrong.
Why did Garth first go to Oklahoma State? I mean, he wanted to be a cowboy. I don't know. Rodeo.
He was on a track and field scholarship.
Well, good for him.
Does it say what he ran?
He threw javelin.
Oh, okay.
Kind of sick.
Give me famous quotes for 4, please.
Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one.
Buddha. No. Sorry. Gandhi.
Bruce Lee.
That's problematic. Well, nice performance today. I didn't like those questions at all. Didn't like the point values at all. But what are you going to do?
I'm not overly thrilled with 12 points, but A, it is better than 3. But B, sure. I feel like I knew the country music 3 and Sputnik. So, I'm okay with my performance. I at least felt like I got some damn questions right. So that's good.
It was Offensive Player of the Year. It was too hard. Those were too hard, Sam. Way too hard.
I mean, I didn't think the 5-pointer was that hard. Now, do I think I would have gotten it right? No, but I do think you could eliminate 3 of the schools pretty. I don't know. I feel like you could eliminate a couple of the schools pretty much off the jump, but maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, Georgia had Matthew Stafford, Stetson Bennett. I thought maybe.
Yeah, no, I mean Georgia. Yeah. Like I said, I think I probably would have said Georgia. So I don't think I would.
You want to take another stab at it without Georgia?
I mean, I'm assuming. I don't remember South Carolina having one. I know Vandy. Yeah, Vandy did have Matthews that year, though.
Yeah.
Was he Offensive Player of the Year?
You would have missed the 2-pointer on this one, Cody.
What was the 2-pointer?
Who's the only Vanderbilt football player to have won this award?
Jay Cutler.
Well, I would have said Matthews.
Although it would have been Jay Cutler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I would have missed that one. Yeah.
I don't know if Cutler's stats really say SEC Player of the Year.
As I was looking at it last year, he had pretty weak ones.
21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Do you have the list pulled up?
Yeah, I do. I just pulled it up.
Are you? Maybe it's just me being younger. I'm not familiar with that guy from Kentucky at all.
Andre Woodson?
No, that's a good question. Artos Pinner.
Was he a quarterback?
No, he's a running back. I mean, he had 1,400 yards and 13 touchdowns.
I'd never heard of that guy in my life.
I don't know that guy either. When did he play?
2002.
I don't know.
That guy's name was about to just be the 5-pointer, but I was like, I don't think they even know who that is.
No, I don't.
No. I would have watched him play, though, because I watched Tennessee, Kentucky in 2002.
Yeah. I'd say most people listening to this probably watched him play.
Well, no, I mean live. Like,
gotcha.
That was my first Tennessee game.
Gotcha. You know, McFadden was a good pull.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good pull. That was a good job by you.
I thought saying running back would have given it away.
Yeah. Well, I just remember he was in the Heisman race two years in a row. He should have won it.
So what schools haven't had? I guess Mississippi State hasn't had one.
Mm-hmm. South Carolina,
Missouri.
See, I would have thought Dak maybe.
Well, yeah. See, I don't know that. I do think South Carolina, Missouri. I think I would have eliminated them. I think I would have thought Vanderbilt had one. I probably would have said Kentucky though, because I don't know who the hell Artos Pinner is. Although maybe I could have thought Woodson had won one back in the day.
I would have thought maybe Woodson in 2007.
So who's the other school that doesn't have one, Sam? Do you know?
I just wrote down the ones that do have one.
Yeah. Okay. Ole Miss has one. Kentucky has one. Vandy has one.
See if we can maybe dumb it down a little next week. See if I can answer better. Maybe if we lower the...
What was country music for 5?
The track and field, Garth Brooks.
Oh, that's right. You already had it. Sorry. That was a tough one. I kind of thought rodeo too, to be honest.
Well,
okay.
All right then.
Well, it feels good to get a win. Let's go to break. Let's talk sports on Fan Run Radio.
You're locked onto Fan Run Radio, 105.7 FM, 1340 AM, and online at fanrunradio.com.
Dick's House of Sport at West Town Mall is a Check out our 40-foot rock wall, golf and outdoor turf field. You can now rent our space for private events and birthday parties. Learn more about our events and exclusive product launches on Facebook and Instagram at Dick's House of Sport KNX. Dick's House of Sport, proud partner of Tennessee Athletics.
Hi, I'm Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group. Are you looking to buy or sell a home? Whether you're upgrading, downsizing, or just need a change, it's never been more important to have experienced, trustworthy representation in the real estate process. So if you have any real estate questions, I'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. Call me anytime for a free chat, 865-742-1035, or find me online at boknowshouses.com. The Kregner Group, real estate the right way.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them Fan Run sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
When it's past high noon, it's time for a vodka soda made with a vodka you've actually heard of. I'm talking White Claw vodka soda made with White Claw premium vodka. JB Smooth only drinks vodka soda made with the world's smoothest vodka.
And you can too. Pick you up a bottle of the triple wave filtered vodka that's been distilled 5 times. White Claw Premium Vodka comes in 4 flavors: black cherry, mango, pineapple, and just vodka. You haven't had vodka like this. No one has. White Claw Premium Vodka. Please drink responsibly. Bubba, great job by you today. You've been nails. Not mid at all. I don't even know any other. What is considered Gen Z slang, Cody? Can you give me some?
That's sus.
Sus?
That's valid.
6'7".
See, sus is another one that, like, when did Gen Z slang start? Like,
they brought it back. But
just because they bring it back doesn't mean it's their slang. Like, people have been calling
it is though, because we didn't use it.
Sus forever.
We didn't use it. Millennials didn't use these words they're using. At least my millennials didn't use it.
Maybe you didn't use it out in the sticks out in Arkansas, but hell, we were calling stuff sus forever. No,
well, you ran in different groups.
Are they calling people sus or things sus?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, anything can be sus.
That's sus. No, see, we've been saying that forever.
Maybe you have
right now,
but I'd say most of us haven't been using that forever.
That's Cap.
Now, Cap, I'll say Cap's not me. Cap's not me.
Bet.
No, Bet's not Gen Z. Bet's been a thing.
Well,
these
for a while. Things they all come from the black culture, and you were more into the hip hop and.
Well, that's fine, but still, like, they don't get to claim it as their slang.
That's
well,
cringe,
they do.
Cody. That's cringe.
No, cringe has been around a long time too.
But it is their slang now. You know what I mean? Because they discovered it.
Well, that's like me saying cool beans. If people still say cool beans, like, that's not our slang. We don't get to
Bussin'.
If
I've
people
had a lot of drunk nights there.
But if Gen Z all of a sudden started saying cool beans about stuff, they don't get to claim that as their slang. Like, it's not theirs. That's like the early 90s.
You know what else they do? They only say the first word of the bars that they're going to. Only the first word. Like, if they're going to half barrel, they say half. Or if they're going to leaderboard, they say leader. I don't know if that's a Gen Z thing.
No. While Billy's
I say lot word when few do trick.
Exactly.
We said we were going to half all the time. We went to half all the time.
You called it half?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Like, my friends all say, like, I mean, like, you know, for the last 6 years, so, you know, going to wagon, like wagon wheel. I mean, they just call it Joe.
We never did that.
No, we don't say cotton for cotton.
We're going to wagon wheel.
You want to go to wagon? That's what they say. You want to go to wagon? You want to go to Joe? Now, I know Joe's not the first word, but, like, nah. See, that's another thing you're giving to the young people. We said half all the time. You want to go to half?
SB?
All right.
Some call South now.
What we missed today, Bubba?
Good question, John.
Now I will give them Cap and the fact they've retconned ASL.
Skibbity toilet riz.
Yeah, like that I don't care about. But, like, growing up, Sam, in my chat rooms, when you posted ASL, it didn't mean as hell. It meant age, sex, location. That's where you'd go in when you try to chat with people online. You'd always ask them how old they were, if they're man or woman, or you know, location, you know, what state they're in. Then I started seeing that pop up on the internet. I was like, what the hell? And I come to find out that means as hell. I'm drunk, ASL. Drunk as hell. I'm like, oh, I don't really like it, but that's Gen Z stuff. Go ahead, Bubba. What did we miss?
So in the world of golf, something kind of weird has happened. So the popular YouTube brand turned, I guess now international brand, Good.
Okay, I'm not really familiar with them, but I've heard the name.
They are now a title sponsor for the PGA Tour event in Austin next year.
Okay.
And it's weird because I think they halfway own one of those like TGL league or
Oh,
teams.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sam, as my golf expert, how do you feel?
Do
you like Good?
I don't hate them. Yeah, I mean, I watch a couple of their videos.
Only golf YouTube content I watch is King Bryson.
Yeah.
How about him and Big Steph Curry?
Wouldn't know it.
How about that? They broke 50. Electric. Steph Curry really damn good. I mean, I know.
yeah, he's scratched.
No, I mean, I knew he was, but like, he was out driving Bryson on a couple things. Like, I didn't know he had that in him. Like, I knew he was really good, but like, Bryson's like, I'm really going to go for this one. He's like swinging, then like they'd roll up and Steph's ball would be past his.
He's just one of those guys that's like good at every sport that you give him, type of thing.
He's top 1% of athletes walking the world.
Like there's even former athletes that go and play golf and become scratch golfers, but maybe like their swing doesn't look that good. Like he just looks fluid.
It's also important to remember that he grew up rich as the son of an NBA player.
That's fair. Maybe played a little golf.
Well, that's what he said. Like, that's what he's telling Bryce. He's like, I've been golfing since I was like 5. Like, so like, I mean, he basically, it was crazy to me during that video. He said that he didn't play basketball from like the age of like 12 to 15. He just golfed.
That's cool.
Now, like, you know, I'm sure he was still like shooting and doing stuff. He's like, I was golfing. I didn't play like AAU basketball or anything, which also kind of explained maybe why he was, you know, a 2-star recruit that ended up at Davidson or whatever. But no, like I was just blown away by how good Steph was. I knew he was like good for a celebrity, but it seemed like he was actually just good compared to like some pros too. Now I know he couldn't do it consistently, you know, 4 rounds, and that's the difference. But like from the first shot on in that, like he's just drilling them like some. And he says it like, "Hey, I play a lot of golf. I'm pretty good." He's like, "But these are like maybe the 3 best shots I've ever hit in my life." So like, there's also the clutch factor of just him, you know, rising to the occasion. I thought it was a really cool video.
I don't think this good tournament is probably going to get like big name PGA guys, but they've also had like current PGA guys on their channel to play with them. So I wonder if maybe they'll kind of do them a solid.
Now, is this the same guy that said no to being at an event because he couldn't bring his YouTube cameras? Is he involved with Good, or is that somebody else? Remember that story?
I think you might be thinking of those Brian Bros.
There was somebody like a couple months ago that got offered to go to a PGA event.
And that guy used to be on Good.
Okay.
Grant Horvat.
One of those guys got invited to be in there, but he said no because they wouldn't let him bring his cameras and do like his own content.
Yeah. I would imagine they're going to have all the video stuff they ever want on this one.
Okay. What else, Bubba?
We've missed an NCAA new record holder as Division III's Monty Quinn from Curry College ran 522 yards on just 20 carries, surpassing Samaje Perine with 424 yards.
My Kennesaw State Owls play tonight. Hooty-hoo! The jig's up, boys. The jig's up.
Is this in reference to Russell Westbrook growing tired of LeBron James and his fake?
What, my Kennesaw State Owls? Or is what in reference to it?
No, so apparently...
I know Westbrook and Stephen A. were both taking shots at LeBron. The Stephen A. thing's gotten weird. Like, he was on there again, just like, I don't like his ass. Blah, blah, blah.
Apparently, Russell Westbrook grew tired of LeBron's fake behavior during their time in L.A. This is several reasons that was brought up. LeBron apparently pushed for a reunion with Kyrie, and that would require trading Westbrook.
Yeah, I mean, like...
He'd say, let Russ be Russ, and then he would not let Russ be Russ.
Yeah, like, I don't think LeBron and Westbrook really vibed at all.
He also mentions Will Smith, and he'd just quote his movies the whole time instead of letting anybody else speak.
Westbrook said that about LeBron?
Yeah.
That he just loves Will Smith movies and just wants to quote Hitch and, like, Bad Boys or what?
He just kept quoting movie lines, and then they'd ask him to, clarify some things, and he would just completely skip over it.
I would say LeBron's kind of weird. Just like, you know, in certain social settings. I mean, he's always
Holly weird.
Yeah, but also just like, I'm really, really famous, but also like I've been really, really famous since like I was 16 and I don't have some social skills that everybody else has. I kind of get that vibe with him. Like, I don't know. Or Kennesaw State Owls, Cody, the book is out.
What happened?
Well, we've just gotten good value with them all year. You know, they were 7-point underdogs at home. Opened up as like 1-point favorites, and it's all the way up to 3.5 by the time Tuesday rolls around. Money line's like minus 156. Like, people are asking me if I still liked our Owls tonight, and on the road as big favorites, or not big favorites, but as minus 150 big on the money line favorites. I don't love it as much, but
I haven't heard you talk much at all about Kennesaw State this year.
No, me and the Money Monster, we've discussed that off air. I've talked about that kicker a lot. I talk about how they cost me a parlay through the Money Monster by getting their ass beat by Indiana, which in hindsight, probably dumb to not back Indiana. They're really good, but Kennesaw State did hang with them for a while. That's on tap for me tonight. NBA basketball back tonight. Do you care at all about that? Game 1.
Zilch for me. There's too much else going on.
Not tonight, there's not.
We got the baseball playoffs.
Not tonight, we don't.
We got the NFL.
Not tonight, we don't.
We got college football.
We do got the Kennesaw State Owls tonight.
Yeah, but I just, there's too much on the calendar for me to care about NBA.
I am into Rockets Thunder tonight. Kevin Durant and Amen Thompson against the Thunder. Like, that'll be, I want to see that. I want to see Kevin Durant with the Rockets. Warriors, Lakers, no LeBron.
Kevin Durant's with the Rockets now?
Yeah.
Will Dalton Knecht get traded this season, or is that
These
just
guys move
squandered?
around every year? That's another reason I can't.
I would
Kevin
say,
Durant.
I would say, Bubba, that he doesn't have any trade value right now, so I'd say he's not going to go anywhere. Now, eventually, like, they'll try to piece something together and make a trade, and he might get thrown in there, but I wouldn't.
When does Libran James play?
Probably won't be that for a couple weeks. I will say I'm champing at the bit for tomorrow, though.
What about
to watch my Hawks?
What about Steph Curry?
Stephen
Curry.
All right, that'll do it for us today. The Tony Basilio Show. Coming up next, The Playbook with William Pattison. The Drive with Russell Smith, Bob Baskerville, and the Bear. Stay locked in on Fan Run Radio. We'll do it again tomorrow. Hopefully we have a positive answer about Tony Vitello. I imagine we have an answer by the time we come on the air one way or the other, but hopefully it's a positive answer. Stay locked in on Fan Run Radio.
Check out our new and improved